One thing me a pray, get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get your money and build your dreams. Rep your city and fix your scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Everybody want more money, one of them not gonna work hard for it. Me a talk about star money, house and land and car money. Them just a look for your pocket for the bar money. When you a look another wrongs, them a take off running. Them wish them coulda take the little me have half of me. Can't stop me cause them never really seen the start of me. The part of me, inside of the heart of me. The spark in me, to be what I want to be. Pain and sufferation a part of me. A masterpiece cause it's all hard to me. You see me I keep the haters off of me. And we not roll marijuana and a quarter leaf. Now sell my soul, not the money, not the world that a boy coulda offer me. One thing me a pray, get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get your money and build your dreams. Rep your city and fix your scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. On and on, Babylon you better keep your distance. Talk a lot of things and now we never respond. Some a little get a youth me never get what me want. Now me a perform. Thank God me a weather this time. No matter the journey, me a walk the distance. So we keep on learning everything that we can. Kelly Village, keep your hand up. Not for them in the system can stand us. That's why them office we sit down in a slammer. Rastafari not deal up with the drama. We'll be alright, got to live to see tomorrow. Some of them not have no blood in them bone marrow. Beg them a beg and them a borrow, them a borrow. Friend are your friend until the weed run out. Pretend until the thing done out. Everybody want more money. One of them not go work hard for it. Me a talk about star money, house and land and car money. Them just a look for your pocket for the bar money. When you a look another wrongs, them a take off running. Them wish them coulda take the little me have half of me. Can't stop me cause them never really seen the start of me. One thing me a pray, get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get your money and build your dreams. Rep your city and fix your scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get your money and build your dreams. Rep your city and fix your scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Welcome to the Sporting Complex, your ultimate destination for fitness and fun. Located at La Jolla Complex, Eastern Main Road, St. Joseph. Membership rates include access to weight training, spin classes, aerobics, and recreational swimming sessions. We've got something for everyone. For those looking for flexibility, our drop-in rates are just $35 per visit. Or grab a weekly pass for $125. Sign up for a monthly membership at just $325, granting you access to all services, all hours of the day. Plus, special rates are available for retirees over the age of 65 at just $200 and students at $225. Plus, special rates are available for retirees over the age of 65 at $200 and students at $225. Are you a member of the Eastern Credit Union? Lucky you! Enjoy exclusive membership pricing at $275. And for our valued service personnel, we offer the same rate of $275. But wait, there's more! We're excited to reintroduce our sauna service. Indulge in 45 minutes of relaxation for just $40 for gym members or for guests. Join us at the Sporting Complex for a healthier, happier you. Visit us today to sign up or learn more.
New Absolute Watermelon, always in season. 100% natural watermelon flavor, 0% added sugar. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
Encore.
One thing me a pray, get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get your money and build your dreams. Rep your city and fix your scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Everybody want more money, but none of them not go work hard for it. Me a talk about star money. House and land and car money. Them just a look for your pocket for the bar money. When you a look another wrongs, them a take off from it. Them wish them coulda take the little me have half of me. Can't stop me cause them never really seen the start of me. The part of me, inside of the heart of me. The spark in me, to be what I want to be. Pain and sufferation a part of me. A masterpiece cause it's all hard to me. You see me Yankee keep the haters off of me. And we not roll marijuana and a quarter leaf. Now sell my soul, not the money, not the world that a boy coulda offer me. One thing me a pray, get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get your money and build your dreams. Rep your city and fix your scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. On and on, Babylon you better keep your distance. Talk a lot of things and now we never respond. Some a little get a youth me never get what me want. Now me a perform. Thank God me a weather this time. No matter the journey, me a walk the distance. So we keep on learning everything that we can. Kelly Village, keep your hand up. Not for them in the system can stand us. That's why them office we sit down in a slammer. Rastafari na deal up with the drama. We'll be alright, got to live to see tomorrow. Some of them not have no blood in them bone marrow. Beg them a beg and them a borrow, them a borrow. Friend are your friend until the weed run out. Pretend until the thing done out. Everybody want more money, but none of them not go work hard for it. Me a talk about star money, house and land and car money. Them just a look for your pocket for the bar money. When you a look another wrongs, them a take off running. Them wish them coulda take the little me have half of me. Can't stop me cause them never really seen the start of me. One thing me a pray, get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get your money and build your dreams. Rep your city and fix your scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get my money and build my dreams. Rep for my city and fix my scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. Get your money and build your dreams. Rep your city and fix your scheme. System mother so they set it, so you have to get up and I get it. Get a youth them a dream. I wanna write my story, I wanna live my life. I don't want nobody judge me for what they think is right. I wanna get my glory, I wanna fight my fight. I wanna feel at ease every time I close my eyes at night. I wanna write my story, I wanna live my life. I don't want nobody judge me for what they think is right. I wanna get my glory, I wanna fight my fight. I wanna feel at ease every time I close my eyes at night. Cause sometimes it's boring, and sometimes it's fine. Sometimes I sit all alone in the middle of my room and cry. And sometimes it's normal, but sometimes I'm high. Sometimes I keep all the weed to myself, sometimes I hide. Every time it's lonely, I pray to the Most High. Most times he says, Rasta man, everything's gonna be alright. I'm not looking for love yet, I wouldn't risk my life to stand up and fight for something that's so hard to come by. I wanna write my story, I wanna live my life. I don't want nobody judge me for what they think is right. I wanna get my glory, I wanna fight my fight. I wanna feel at ease every time I close my eyes at night. I wanna write my story, I wanna live my life. I don't want nobody judge me for what they think is right. I wanna get my glory, I wanna fight my fight. I wanna feel at ease every time I close my eyes at night. I wanna drive in a Audi, I feel I wanna skydive. But I'm living in Trinidad, can't wait till I touch down at Dubai. I wanna reach for the stars them, I really wish I could fly. But I don't have wings, if I jump off a building I'm gonna die. I wanna come off of the Facebook, but everything's online. It's critical if you wanna make your money all in these times. Mommy don't like how my face look, she said the pressure don't rise. But me I got on the tables and the system and give them a surprise. I wanna write my story, I wanna live my life. I don't want nobody judge me for what they think is right. I wanna get my glory, I wanna fight my fight. I wanna feel at ease every time I close my eyes at night. I wanna write my story, I wanna live my life. I don't want nobody judge me for what they think is right. I wanna get my glory, I wanna fight my fight. I wanna feel at ease every time I close my eyes at night.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody. The Rusty Brush Tab. The Rusty Brush.
She excited to say it.
It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Samara Lalo.
Eh. And of course, guys, you know what time it is? It's the last Wednesday of the month. And that means it's time for Guys Perspective. And of course, we did not disappoint.
No.
We don't ever disappoint when it's time for Guys Perspective. But oh gosh, boy, the one, the only, MX Prime in the house. Yes,
What
sir.
a welcome.
Hey,
What an intro.
when I tell all you know, it's a pleasure to have you here, you know.
Glad to be here amongst these esteemed ladies.
Oh,
Yes, yes,
thank
yes.
you.
Yes.
We gonna take it. We gonna take it.
Hey, this all right?
Listen, this has been a long time in the making, and in fact, when Matthias come and say, "Hey, we have a Guy's Perspective," this is like a month ago. I say, "Come, I have such and such. I have some people line up. Him, well, you're putting MX Prime on." I say, "Eh?" He's
What?
like, "Yeah, MX Prime." I say, "Say less." Rearrangements were made for you, you know, sir. Rearrangements
I
were
appreciate
made
that.
for you.
I really appreciate
How come
that.
and say MX Prime and say no to that? Never. Never. Now, I want to make you
boy.
feel old or nothing by watching you long time on TV, you know. You understand? Remember that? What was that? I think it was a medley, but he was walking down Frederick Street and
Oh,
singing.
that was the Escape to Soca medley.
Escape to Soca.
Yeah, with Bungie, Benjai.
Remember that?
Yeah, Fian. Yeah. That was a big one.
So what was the song you sang? Sing it, give me a little
I
something
think
now.
it was Big Man out the road. Never give people in a pile on load. Mr. Big Man out the road. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I also had another medley, you know. I remember seeing you in another medley with similar persons too.
Who was that niece?
When was that?
When was that?
Because remember, I'm doing this for a minute now, so you know, a little bit of cobwebs here and there.
It had a scene. I think Bungie would have been in that as well. He had his ras and he was in the church.
Oh, that would have been with Blazer. God rest
How
his
that
soul.
goes?
That would be
and he was in that as well.
Yeah. That would have been somebody better call somebody and tell
Oh,
somebody
yes, I remember
that I
that.
need some. Yeah. That was a big track for us.
Oh
you
gosh, I'm feeling the excitement. MX Prime in the outside.
What?
Listen to me. Listen, yes, we're very happy to have you. Right now,
happy to be here.
we're playing it down, but we're excited.
Our emotions are
Yeah. Well, me too, you know, because we never know what will unfold in the next, you know, few.
Absolutely.
But I'm here for it, you know.
But what we like to do before we get into the thing is ask, you know, how was your weekend? How is your week going so far? How you spend your weekend and how is your week
I
going?
spent my weekend basically working because, as you know, I did an album that was released on the 4th of July. So,
Yes, I saw
you know,
you
every
making
day
the
I
rounds.
just try to put out content online and also, you know, working in production. That never ends, you know, you always get ideas as a creative. So I'm always in the lab, you know, you wake up 6 in the morning or after 1 in the afternoon and you just start cooking, you know, and the family just came back from the US, so I had all the
Big up the
time in the
family.
world to really and truly, you know, kind of explore and, you know, do things without any, I don't want to say interruptions, because once you're working out of your home, it is home first.
Yes.
Right? You must
Yes.
respect the home rules first. But I have a great team, you know, that understand that this is what I love to do, right? And they met me doing this, and the
respect
support.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's most important. So, you know, even if it is I have to stop and help out, you know, with something in the kitchen or schoolwork or whatever, you know, everybody understands that it is a team effort.
Yes. And you're still a family man, but your time to be a creative is respected. I like that.
Yeah. Most important, you know. Sometimes, you know, you need to be brought back down to earth. Hey,
Yes.
you're a husband or you're a parent. That is priority.
Family has a
Right.
tendency to do that.
So deal with us. Make sure and make time for us.
Yeah.
My wife usually says, "I feel you could live by yourself, you know, because I, you know, I always have that kind of loner mentality from long time. You know,
Men could.
But a lot of
Yourself.
artists tend to be loners, eh?
As always said, that's a creative thing.
That's a creative
I feel
thing.
so.
Because remember, you have to be in that zone.
To
Yeah.
create,
Creative, so you're custom made on your own.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Every
sad.
creative needs, you know, we need
That
somebody
space.
to-
Yeah. You need that person to be a rock, you know, that person to tell you, hey, you're going off course here.
bring balance.
Yes,
To
most
bring that
important,
balance,
most
yeah.
important.
Yes, indeed. And how is the week so far?
A little bit busy. I was late today based on the fact that I had some voiceovers to do.
And it rained like crazy.
Yeah, and you know the Olympics is on, so you know you know I tell people between sport and music is a real toss up with me. You know, because the both things bring me so much joy, right? You know, I fell in love with sport at a very young age, met a bunch of stars, people who were playing for the national team in football when I was basically about 9 or 10. So when I met all these personalities from young, right, I used to walk down the road to go and watch league football by myself. Right. My mom used to understand, hey, if you ain't seen him, he gone by the field.
Yes.
And if it wasn't that, it was basketball or something else. So sport and I kind of, you know, and then the music came now and just kind of take over that. And then I said, hey, just marry the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But next time, I think we need to wheel our back on because that touching on a question I was asking is.
No problem.
Is it about the
No problem.
Olympics? Hey!
No.
No. She
No
has
wrong
this
with the
question.
prelude.
Sorry, Sam.
When it's time for, you know what?
Yeah.
We go ask them.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Excitement building up.
All right. Well, write it down. Don't forget.
No, I have just
What you gonna say,
all right.
Sam?
No, well, I don't know if I have to go next with my week or.
Yes, go next, of
I
course.
have to go next.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. So, we celebrated the one and only Crystal Karen
Oh, shut That's where you're going?
over the weekend.
Lord.
It's a crystal surprise.
Oh, you put it? The happiest birthday girl. Yes, I really was.
Birthday girl.
Oh, gosh. Everybody have a
so
birthday. It's not that
sweet,
special.
Blessed earth strong.
Yeah.
I did have a
Belated.
good time with you all.
Yeah.
Nisi, I know you wanted to come next time for sure.
Next time.
It was a
Don't miss
nice
it.
line. We were by Deckies. Big up Deckies. All
Big
you
up
know, I love a
Deckies,
Deckies.
yes.
Big up for making it special.
gosh,
Bring out
really
champagne
did.
on the house
Oh,
and
yes.
stuff.
Thank you.
Yes, and to everybody else who came out. I had a time. It was
so
lovely. Yes.
Yeah, and then I went. Brave Boy does have like his
He invited me to that.
events, so I went to the R&B and ice cream.
How it was?
It was really good. Like it's perfect if you're an ambivert because you get out and around people, but then you sit and talk the whole time. So it's like an introverted scene, but outside. You know, it was really nice.
I've
It
been
wasn't, like,
promising to
super
go
turn
there
up,
for the longest while.
and the ice cream was really nice. It was locally made, handmade, and
That's
it was
nice.
infused
I love
as
a
well,
local product, you know.
which was really tasty. And then, well, I spent time with my family and my partner. And my friend, we celebrated, well, her birthday is in August. Mine was earlier in July. And we didn't get to see each other in so long, so we actually got to meet up to do like a little sushi date because I got a coupon. So I didn't want to do it. So we went to Sushi Palace in Piaco Plaza. That's Piaco Plaza, right? Yeah. And so the food, oh my gosh. The food of Sushi Palace is so amazing. It's just so tasty.
I warned you about this.
It really, really is tasty. The service is piss effing poor.
Of course.
But
I thought she was going up with it.
You know when Sam says the effing, it has to be, yeah, she pissed.
it was not. It was a fight. And because my friend and I were so bubbly, and we could enjoy each other's company, but both of us were fighting to keep our vibe. Because, it's not a lot of people in the space. And, like you'd think your place empty, you'll want to greet people and make it inviting. But they had no interest. So, but the food was real good. good. So next time when I have like a lot of things on my coupon for the whole year.
Right.
So I'll be getting my food to go.
Fantastic.
At least the food was really good. So.
The food is
If
real
it was like
good.
a double whammy.
Which is it's so sad because you have potential to be great. Maybe it was an off day, I want to believe, but I don't know.
try.
You know me and first impressions.
Right.
Not,
Get them
right?
some grace. Get them some grace.
I'll give them some grace.
And how's the week going so far?
The week so far is pretty slow. I don't know how people could do all that extroversion. I was like exhausted after my weekend. I was like, I
hear
don't want
that.
to talk to people all the time. But so it's just slow. And I mean, today with the rain, it did not help.
No.
To have to drive in that traffic. I drive through flooding now because it's the only part that did not have traffic. I don't know. I probably have a little water in
That's why I got up the road so early because I saw that rain and I was like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm heading up. I
Yeah.
can't get caught up in this.
Because my parents tracked me later than they were supposed to, it kind of set me back to be on the road within the traffic. So,
All right.
but it was good.
Niece?
We're going to talk to us,
Well,
girl.
I'm still taking in the
Yeah.
piss. No, but my week was how was my week?
Your weekend and your week.
Yeah, weekend and the week. That's productive. Kind of
you like that.
A project with business and stuff. So that's kind of been taking a lot of my time. And then I was recovering from the virus last week. So that was a little downer. So it kind of had to make up for the work you missed last week.
Right.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's good. Back in school, and realizing I didn't miss school. Studying for exams and stuff, and like wow, like I was like I didn't miss this part of life. But I'm looking forward to the end. We're drawing the end of the program and stuff. So
Nice.
that's kind of
You do what you must. The journey might be a bit, yes, but you're gonna be happy that you got to where you got to in the end. Yes?
All right.
Styles?
Karaoke time. No, well, in a nutshell, obviously, we had a good time by you.
Yes, Styles, you were there too.
We met Pops too as well, and we met different people who were there.
Some of us
And
don't need a reminder.
listen, low man. But it was nice because anybody who knows me, I like to go outside and inside and stuff like that, but I'm mostly inside. So I love these little few moments where, especially when it's meaningful. So when I went there, we had a great time. I saw my girl happy. I saw people that I know she loves. You don't need a whole lot of people. You just need those few who,
You just need
So
your
I get
people.
to see that, and I mean, it was just nice to be a part of that and celebrate, my friend here. And
Ruby made it.
And Ruby came
Ruby
through as
was
well.
there.
So that was a whole, I was like, we miss each other. It was nice. We're looking forward to the next event with our father's
Speaking of Ruby, we of course Nisi is here, sitting in for Ruby, who is at Spirit Band launch today. Big up you, Spirit Mass.
Spirit Mass and Ruby. Well, we know you're having a time.
Yeah.
But basically, after that, I was thankful to wind down. I got some time with God.
Yes.
No, because I look forward to spending time, and I got a lot of clarity. I got a lot of release to do a lot of things. So I'm excited. I feel refocused. I'm ready to go.
Fantastic. I feel like all you do need to hear from me after that. But briefly, the weekend was good. It was my birthday weekend. Saturday was my birthday. Had a little night with the girls, some other friends, my pops, everybody. It was lovely. Nice. And other than that, the week started with a bang. You all know I'm planning for upcoming trip, etc. It's a lot of ish, you know what I'm saying? And I am tired of being pricked and poked because, you know, you have to do medicals and stuff to make sure that you're healthy before you go out to work and that kind of thing. Yeah, but other than that, prepping for you guys because some people are going to have to be doing certain things without your girl, which I'm going to be very sad about, but
miss you, man.
that's all right. The show must go on. And you see, the show must always go on. And that's I'm explaining we little crazy on the show, right?
Just taking it all in. Just taking it all in.
But of course, now we're all caught up. We of course want to hear from you guys in the chat room. Sam, take it away.
All right. So before we jump into the chats, we just want to remind you to share, like,
share the live,
subscribe,
subscribe.
And if you'd like to call in on 466 for O.U.R. That is 466-4687.
Of course.
And if you're a musician or you have like local music and would like to get it aired and on the station, you could email music at OURradio.fm. That's music at OURradio.fm.
Our radio.
Yes,
your radio.
Your radio.
Big up local.
Yes,
I.
All right. So first and foremost, I think it's 2 weeks in a row now. Landell, good to see you.
Yes.
Landell is early.
Landell is such a fan. You know, he messaged me again with a new topic.
He's a top fan.
He is. Yes,
he's so invested.
He's like IGT top fan.
I know, right?
Yes. Welcome, Landell.
We welcome you.
Good evening to the ladies of Island Girl Talk Show.
Hi, Landell.
Also to the guest, but I am sure you had a blessed week this far. And may God blessings be with you each day. Look forward to learn from you today.
Thank you, Landell.
Thank you, Landell. White tip tail hummingbird. Good evening, ladies.
Hello.
Hi, Right. Dennis Allen said,
Maximus. Maximus.
Welcome to the carnival. And Stephen Warwick says, happy belated birthday to the Queen Crystal Kane. Glad you enjoyed.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much. All right, guys. We're going to get right into it and spotlight the great MX Prime shortly, but we'll take a quick break, just about 30 seconds.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Do not go anywhere, please.
Where are you going?
Where are you
going? Cool all yourself now, man. Go to commercial.
So new, but so radical.
New! The KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new, so radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
Attention, event planners and organizers. Are you searching for the perfect venue to host your next unforgettable event? Look no further than the stunning La Jolla Complex, managed by EPL Properties Limited, a subsidiary of the Eastern Credit Union Society Limited. With a variety of versatile spaces to choose from, we have everything you need to bring your vision to life. Our courtyard offers a picturesque setting for wedding ceremonies and receptions, as well as shows and performances. Prefer an indoor setting? Our Eric Williams Auditorium is the ideal space for wedding receptions, symposiums, workshops, and more, with state-of-the-art amenities and ample seating. Looking for something more intimate? Our garden gazebo is perfect for smaller gatherings like intimate wedding ceremonies or fetes. But that's not all. When you book with us, you'll enjoy peace of mind knowing that security, services, and even cot fees are all included in your quotations. Plus, take advantage of our additional offerings like adding a room for an overnight stay at the Gems of La Jolla, located on the same compound. It's the perfect place for your presenter or bridal party to prepare and relax before the big event. Contact our event unit today at 225-4375, extension 5308 or 5309 to book your next event and let us help you create memories that will last a lifetime. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
KFC chicken nuggets are back on the menu. Now you can choose between the new hot and spicy flavor or original, or mix them up, starting at $24.95. Only at KFC.
No, it's 4, boys. It's 4. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, let's go.
Can you answer a question? Would you stay another one night with me? Why find you an next man? He go only be second to me. I know you know that I wanna stay. Stop me now, gonna let you give my love away. For you, yeah, my heart is calling. But you got a bad man falling. Feel over right now. Oh, yeah, give it to me right slow. Yeah, give me all night. Oh, yeah, got me coming right, yeah. You and them girl are the same. Only you me walk calling out my name. Right on the way. You got me singing.
It's your Island Girls. Welcome back, guys. If you're now joining us, I'm Samara Lalo.
I'm Crystal Kane.
And I'm Talia Alexander.
And we have with us, for guys' perspective,
MX Prime.
Yes, I. So our girl Ruby is still out, so we have Nisi with us. Right, always a pleasure. In the building. Yes. Yeah, no, all issues freezing. No.
Yes.
Wardrobe change.
Yes.
It is cold in here.
We big like that on Island Girl.
Yes. So what you missed if you're now joining in, we just caught up.
You just caught up.
The weekend and a week.
Yeah,
so there was things. But we're glad you're here. So still share the live. Like it up.
Like it.
And
comment.
Yes. Tell a friend, and call. You
call in. We want to hear from you guys.
Right? You can WhatsApp us as well. That's 466 O.U.R. or 466-4687. Yeah. So guys,
is that time?
We get an insight. MX, you ready, boy?
You ready?
Yeah, ready. You know, I just listening to the ebb and flow of the show. That's what I do, huh?
So
we have real excitement, huh?
It's time for Island Girls Spotlight.
We wouldn't ask MX to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it in your own man.
Well, there's a lot of spirit fingers.
Spirit finger.
Spirit fingers. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Who are we spotlight? Oh, our beautiful, wonderful MX Prime. Right? He's the co-founder and lead vocalist of the musical outfit Ultimate Rejects, right?
You are to the world, man.
He is a strong, energetic, musically innovative, and dynamic MX Prime. Just a bit about him if you did not know.
Wow.
He was formerly Maximus Dan, right? His government name, if you only need all of that, is Edgel Thomas.
Edgel boy.
Yeah, boy.
Edgel boy.
Big name. Right?
Yeah.
What you miss?
Telling me.
And he is a Trinidadian artist, music producer, and voice talent known for his energetic performances, right? And catchy lyrics. It's widespread recognition was for his hit songs Fighter, Love Generation, and Full Extreme. Well, we all know the Full
Yes.
Extreme.
Yes.
Full Extreme.
Tell them if you're feeling good.
Wow. Now I had too much spirit fingers in here right now.
Listen,
Yes,
I can't believe I forget that song.
Light it up, you know. Light it up.
Right?
The city go burn down. We jam it still. We jam it still. The building must fall down. We sing it. We jam it still. We jam it. Come in. Just hold them and walk them. Hold them and walk them.
Well, look at all, you know. What the genius is?
Unapologetic up in here.
You really feel you was getting away? It's your song
We
we
excited
singing.
that you're here,
We
man.
singing your songs.
We are excited that you're here, so, you know.
Yeah,
So
I appreciate
excited.
it.
Right? All you know his songs.
Yes,
Right.
I.
No. He is absolutely celebrated for infusing elements of hip hop, EDM, and dancehall into the soca music, and this contributing to its evolution, right, and popularity beyond the Caribbean region, right? So it's not just here; he take it global. Take it all over the place, right? And his position as a prominent figure in the soca music scene is solidified by his dynamic stage presence and innovative style. So if you listening, if you playing out here,
Wow.
you see what we have?
Indeed, indeed.
Well, let's stay there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He ain't not looking surprised, huh?
Yeah.
You are not looking surprised, am I?
Yeah.
You didn't realize you do so much or what?
I know, right?
It's
Just
been a
humble.
minute, you know. You know, sometimes when you hear about the things that you did and you were involved in,
Correct.
it just reminds you of how much work you did,
You did,
and
yes.
how far you come from.
And how much you have
Yes.
contributed to the whole fabric of the music and the, you know, the forward momentum of soca and all this jazz. You were extremely instrumental.
Yes.
Make no mistake. Whether
Yeah,
it's been a
small
minute
role.
or not.
Had a little current role.
The same chorus, really though.
No, no sick coconut role. Yeah,
And don't forget the anthems, you guys.
Yes.
You get me a week here.
We have
On
plenty.
generation upon generation.
Yes.
You know?
No.
I don't think I was a soca warrior. I think I was a soca bandwagonist.
Oh gosh. But well, you know,
we don't lose
the
your
songs
fighter.
were
As a
so
fighter.
cool that
Exactly.
he would make you want to jump on every
Yes,
bandwagon.
exactly.
You know.
And I was telling you, I was just there because of the hype.
Listen, not shit honest about it.
I think I did a cameo in one of Ultimate Rejects videos. I can't remember the
I
name of
think that
this
was
song though.
40 people.
For the people.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah,
could see a
thanks for
girl
coming
doing
through.
thing.
Thanks for coming through.
That was nice though. That
Yeah,
was
man.
nice. Indeed, indeed. All right, so.
So ask him a question.
Of course.
All right.
But of course.
Prepare thyself.
You founded your own label.
Right.
And you signed to another, right?
What kind of
So
dynamic?
tell us what's the duality of that kind of experience?
When you say label,
Well, I saw you assigned to a discography kind of.
well, I am a part of, as you know, Ultimate Rejects Music.
Music,
right?
yes.
So that is the label that we started.
Yes.
And as of right now, we haven't signed any other artists. Because me being the guinea pig, the ultimate guinea pig, I will say before we even sign anybody, let's back our own stuff.
Correct.
Right? So,
Yes.
you know, for the time being, you know, yes, we have done collaborations with all type of artists, you know, locally and regionally. But at this point in time, you know, it's a baby stage.
Right. Yeah.
Right? And that's where the both albums last year and this year's album came from Ultimate Rejects Music. So, what we're trying to do is keep the brand alive in different areas, because if you look, I always wear the merch of Ultimate Rejects. So you won't be surprised if Ultimate Rejects fashion is something that we launch as well. Because just like how the brand West Indies, opposed to the team, whether the team is playing good or bad,
They have
a
merch.
windy shirt is known all over the world, is respected.
Yes.
So it's the same way for us as artists, you know, to always push your brand and make it a lifestyle brand.
Yes.
If you make your brand a lifestyle brand, just like the Real Madrid and the Barcelona and the Man U, right? The Juventus and these type of brands. Coca-Cola, right?
Yeah.
We see ourselves as something that, you know, may not be on that level yet, right? May not get to that level, but we must aspire to do something. So that's where my whole vibes is, and the team as well with the brand O.U.R. Joel Aming, the Iceman, he's a man that more into these things than all of us.
The brand extensions.
Yes, because he was the one that engineered all the t-shirts and all these different merch. So he would be best to speak on that. And as it relates to label business, Marlon Bonacia, who's our manager, he may know all the details with that. But I just try to stay in my lane as a producer, artist. Sometimes, you know, talents, or sometimes be the face of the operation.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, we all delegate and we come together, you know, to do what we have to do for the brand.
Yeah,
you know.
Understood, man. That's business.
Yeah.
I want to ask a question about Ultimate Rejects. What was the catalyst for that group coming together? And also, what prompted the name?
I could tell it, and you're gonna laugh, and then you might get serious when you go home, right? Because we have to put on our brave face here.
You'll be schizophrenic.
Right? No, when you think about it, you say, interesting, right? So, the name Ultimate Rejects came out of an experience that Johan Seaton, co-founding member, and myself.
Big up Madman Productions.
That we went through, right? There was a time when I basically came off the whole local music scene because I had to go searching for who I was as an artist. Because I felt like if every year you expect to see me at a certain time, then I am a robot.
That's true.
I'm not a human being.
Good point.
Right?
Love it.
And I didn't want to be the hamster on the wheel. Right? I want to create music anytime I feel.
Yes.
All throughout the year. And at that point in time, it didn't really have the infrastructure for that to take place. So we had to be a guinea pig. We had to experiment. We had to be the pioneers. We had to be the one that go through all the struggles, right? For one or two other people to say, hey, these guys have a good idea, but they're probably executing it wrong, or they need to have more infrastructure to help drive what it is they're trying to do. So right after the FIFA World Cup in 06, maybe around 07, 08, I decided that I'm going to take a little hiatus. And that's when I started to do music production. That's when I started going down Point Fort into a tenor show called Backyard with a girl by the name of Shakila, who does spoken word. And that's where I saw Collis Durante and all these different people. So when I start hearing these guys and the Isaac Blackman and these guys performing, I say, I ain't nowhere good as an artist yet. Right?
Okay.
Sometimes you have to know to yourself. Don't wait for somebody to tell you. Right?
That's important.
You ain't nowhere good as an artist yet, because look at what these guys do. Not that you're comparing yourself to them, but these are things that you could do, right? And you're not doing it.
And you're not doing it,
You ain't trying to do something that you're not good at, you know. Right? You actually keeping these doors in your mansion locked for no reason. So you have to figure out what type of artist you want to be. Are you going to be that artist that everybody expect come November to March? Or are you going to be an artist who could express yourself anytime, any place, anywhere, anyhow? And that's what I went through. So when people weren't hearing from me in 9 years, that is what I was going through. Right? I was home and my wife coming and watching me, watching the four walls. So and she said, something wrong with her man. But I had to isolate myself, right? In order for me to understand what is my next move. So I went into music production, right? And a guy by the name of Keatson Cruikshank, you know, really started me. And then when Yuan realized, you know, I want to take this serious, you know, took me under his wing, show me all the different things, and then say, okay, you need to develop your own style.
Johan is a good one, a real one.
Without that, you would not have heard songs like Full Extreme. You would not have heard Hectic. You would not have heard all them things, because those are the things that I basically produce. Right? So when everybody was going wild off of Full Extreme, I was saying to myself, good on you. Because you sat down and you did that music yourself. Right? So while everybody jumping up to the song, to me, I remember the 6 months I take to make that beat.
Yeah.
Right? So I am not proud of the song. I'm proud of the production.
And the journey.
Because
And the journey,
because I had to evolve in order for that to come.
Yeah.
Right? To figure out how to mix a record, how to arrange, how to pick the right tones, right? How to set the right mood. These things take time.
Yeah,
right?
it really does.
And you can be watching what somebody else doing on them timetable, because that's their timetable, that's their innings.
Yes.
Right? Everybody here to do what they need to do within the time that God has allowed us to do. Sometimes we cut our own time short by mistakes we make, right? Or things that we do. So for as long as we are here, we gotta make every second count, right? And my time could never be your time.
Well said. And in terms of the name, Ultimate Rejects.
Ultimate Rejects. Because of us putting out music, I tell no lies here. We used to put out music and we go and we do an interview, and that's the last time we hear the song.
Yes.
Right?
Speak the truth,
and we kept on putting on music every 2 or 3 months, and you see the same result over and over. And
many
you and I used to be
attest.
laughing for about 2 or 3 years that went on, and we used to laugh. And then when we decided that we're gonna join forces officially, because he was with Madman Production, right? And because of the level of closeness, because it was his time, his talent, his efforts that was going down the drain as well.
Right,
Sometimes where it's easy to just not play somebody thing, not promote it, but you don't understand the ripple effect of that.
Facts.
Depending on how strong you are, that could crash someone's career or can make them stronger, right? Or make them diversify. Figure out another way to make it happen. Right? And that's what we were at that time. They throw everything but the kitchen sink at us, and we still standing. How them guys are them still standing, right? Because of God, and also the strength and the versatility that we had, right? And when we decided we're gonna join forces, so one name you're gonna choose, and I say Rejects United, and you say nice name. Later, then I pick up my phone and I call them again. I said, nah, Ultimate Rejects. He said, I love it.
Yes.
So, no matter how high we climb, we remember when we were rejects. And we will always consider ourselves rejects. So, every time we feel we too high, and we too this, and we feel we too big, I always tell them, guys, remember where this thing come from. And there's a reject everywhere in the world. Someone who feels that they are not accepted for who they are, what they bring, and they could relate. And we ain't regular rejects.
No.
We are ultimate rejects. We the rejects that the rejects don't even want around. We are the rejects the rejects don't even want around. That's how ultimate we are. And you realize I ain't saying that with no kind of vexation and like that. I see the rest smile on my face because it was worth it.
Honestly, God has used the rejects himself to do something new.
The underdog boy.
The minority.
I remember there's a story with Bob Marley when he went to ask for a loan, right? At one of his family's bank or establishment or something like that, and they didn't really take him on. And he went back and he wrote the stone that the builder refused. Would be the head cornerstone. So sometimes you get rejected, and it's a blessing in disguise now. Because maybe if the works was accepted at that point in time, we wouldn't have been as strong as we are now.
We'd probably comfortable.
Yes.
You would not have exploded.
Yeah. So we thank those experiences. We want to dwell on the people. Because everybody has a role to play in the story.
Yes.
For your glory.
True.
Facts, 1,000%. Because that was the route that y'all took, and y'all had to create your own lane. It gave y'all the confidence where y'all not following the trends, y'all creating the trends.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we moved to the beat of our own drum, right? And because of Yuan's genius, right? And me being so unique, because they ain't have another artist like me.
No, there's not.
I could see that.
There's not.
Right? Because of us always being that original type of way. many of the other artists who have a unique sound and tone and or even producers, they said, okay, we take inspiration from what you're doing because like how we were inspired by the greats, right? Some of them will see us as greats, right? And many times when I meet artists and creators and they say, boy, I'm gonna be just like you, I say, no. That's too low of expectation. You have to go further than me. If you think that I am the creme de la creme, nah, I am a low-hanging fruit boss. You gotta go past me. Right? Same thing I tell my son. I say, you gotta believe you're the greatest man alive. Right? You gotta walk into a room believing that you're the greatest man alive. You ain't want to look down at people, you go and rise people up. When you walk in a room, they go and straighten up because they realize even if you're not tall, you walk tall. You make tall people look up at you. Right?
Man,
so
that's
the vibration. So when I talk into my youth, I tell them that
boy.
you gotta believe you're the greatest man alive. Right, and you come from greats, right? And in discovering how great you are, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna falter, you're gonna be, shunned. All these different things will happen in your storyboards, right? But you gotta keep on pushing, keep on pressing, and know that your inspiration ain't only gonna come from your parents, right? You're gonna see something the neighbor do, or something somebody else do while they're on their way to school or at work. You're gonna draw inspiration from the people that you connect with, or they may not even know you connect with them, right? That is life. That's the story of life. And I had so many heroes in the community, so many. I tell people, Strike Squad from 1989, those are my heroes. The Clayton Morris and the Dwight York and the Latters and the Brian Williams and these guys and Ron Laffrey and these guys. These are my heroes. I grew up with these guys, seeing these guys. Right? So I don't need to watch on TV to see Superman and Spider-Man with that.
It has a lot of meaning when it's so close to home.
True. So MX, for anybody looking on that said, okay, now you're a hero, where can they find you so that they can, really get into all that you're doing and be further inspired?
Well, that's why, the old folks like us, the dinosaurs like us, we start using social media, so at MX Prime on IG, MX Prime 1 on X, formerly Twitter, Ignacio, MX Prime Thomas, and the middle name, which means fire. Fiery, right? Ignacio.
I like it.
You understand? So the parents and them give me some weird names. Right? That's why I live up to the name.
Yes, you do.
You understand? They give everybody else, all the girls and them beautiful names. Yolan, Daniel, Alana. And then when they see the only boy, they say, he look like an edge hill. So they start on an incline like this.
Edge.
It wasn't even here, They put me here. I said, come on, man.
And they put it on fire too.
Yeah.
That was prophetic.
That is prophetic.
Accept it and run with that. That was a prophetic name.
When they give you all names like that, it's because they give you a grandparent name.
I never asked. I said, but only remember that this man that grew up and had to look for wife and thing, Come on, man. Angel is not a good starter. When a beautiful young lady walk up to you and says, so what's your name?
Yeah, for shame to say Angela what?
I we go get to that just now. We'll get to that just now. Let's get acquainted a little bit. Let's talk. What you like, what you don't like, what your interests. And then when I drop the name on you, well, all right.
I like it.
I love it.
Well,
but Edge Hill,
Wow,
before we wrap up, tell the people what are you currently working on and what can we look forward to in the near future? Because I know you released some new music.
Yeah, well, currently I have an album out which is called 6 Days, 7 Nights, the ultimate vacation companion. From track 1 to 20, you would fall in love with travel, with vacation. This album was done in 9 weeks. Usually it takes 6 months to a year to do a 20-track album.
So the juices were flowing.
He was in our zone.
I started this album on maybe about the 19th of February or so and finished it at the beginning of May.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Congrats.
So that album is all right now streaming on all the major digital platforms. And
Any visuals?
Not as yet, but the visuals that I use are the visuals that that catch the eyes.
Yes.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Let's see if we could get some of his music to play in the background.
If I post,
nice.
if I post some song with just artwork, nobody ain't paying attention.
Aww.
I don't test the theory already, right? Because I started getting message from people telling me I had to check to see if it's really your account that I see this one. I say, yeah, I have a brand new album. You listen to it? I had to go. You see, I want to answer that question. But you're calling me with bacchanal. You want to find out where's this girl in this bikini and this and that. You're supposed to be asking me, hey, you have a brand new album? I go down and listen it. So don't call me again. All the people that want to call, I want to know, well, where they see on my page. Call me and say you download it. Call me and tell me you buy it. Don't call me and tell me, hey, but where's this your post by? Wrong person.
Well said.
With all the love in my heart.
We like a good bacchanal.
Yes,
a good drama. Yes, I. Sam?
So, I actually, before. Just a quick thing. Okay, so I looked up to you a lot in terms of being an artist. I think that's before you went into MX Prime as well. Obviously, I follow you all through that.
Yes.
But it was Maximus Dan at the time. And Soca Warriors. The reason why I say that is because honestly, this song wasn't just an anthem. I could have seen where you evolved from that. And I think there was always inside of you. You understand? Just waiting to kind of break free. And Soca Warriors was very unique for me. And it showed your love for the sport and for the people involved. And I felt it. And I was privileged, by the grace of God, to be in Germany for that through the contingent when they had the whole, I think that's Minister Joni. Yes, I remember you. And it was quite a trip. Even though I am nowhere who I was then, because spiritually I'm in a different place, I see all of it working towards the good, because that was an experience in terms of, it just felt out of this world. It was beautiful. Look like that. Yeah, I felt it. And I connected to that song. So when I was pursuing being an artist, I always wanted to meet you to see, and I'm asking you now, what inspired that? Where both the love of the sport and the
time. But he'll answer quickly and then we'll
I started infusing sport in music, quite early in my career, because they both go hand in hand. And there was a little bit of rejection that I got when I was opening another football tournament, and I sang "Kick It Way." And then the next day, everybody say, well, they bring this little youth man to open it. 2 years after, the same youth man who kept on wearing football jerseys and all these different things, they called me in and they said they needed a song for the 2006 campaign. And as I left that meeting, I kid you not, I went home and I got the whole chant one time. So with all these people calling me, no, not that. Once you get that, people dead. I call it a bounty killer, right? Once you get that, people dead, and the rest is history. And it would not have got big without those guys who fought. Right, to get to the World Cup, as well as the people of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago who still sing it, who still ask for it. And that in itself, there's
so normally any sports like football and stuff happen now, everybody's like the Warriors.
It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. So I don't walk around as the Soca warrior, or even the man who sing full extreme. Those things are bigger than me. We're gonna pass on, and those things are gonna remain. So I was just a vessel, I was just a part of it. And whatever rule that I was given, I did my thing.
Well, thank you. We are blessed by your work. We're blessed that you are so talented and unique. And again, just you saying that you're a vessel shows your humility. And I'm sure there's so much, artistic stuff that we're going to see be pouring out of you because of that. So continue to
give thanks. I'm watching these Zoomers and then
Zoomers, boy.
How long I deal with that Zoomer?
The Zoomers is for you, sir.
Telling me.
And with that,
we wrap our spotlight.
Island Girls.
Look, listen, MX Prime, you're confusing Sam and all.
The Island Girl Talk Spotlight.
Spotlight. I swear you were going to end the show.
Almost.
Come now, Max.
All right, we will be back with more show.
I'll show you something with
Go
you.
to commercial.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Parents, get ready to make this Java one your kids will never forget with La Jolla Tropicamp for children ages 5 to 12. For over 30 years, La Jolla Tropicamp has been the highlight of Java, offering a wide range of activities to keep your little ones engaged and entertained. From football to cricket, swimming to arts and crafts, there's something for every child to enjoy. Registration opens mid-June, so mark your calendars. Don't miss out on the chance to secure your child's spot in this unforgettable Java adventure. We know how busy parents can be, so we offer early drop-off and late pickup options for your convenience. No need to stress. We've got you covered. And what's Java without exciting field trips? Each week, our campers embark on thrilling adventures to local attractions, parks, and more. Conveniently located at the La Jolla Sporting Complex area with easy access to all major modes of transport. Getting to and from La Jolla Tropicamp is a breeze for parents. Plus, our experienced and fun counselors are dedicated to creating a safe and inclusive environment. Spots fill up fast, so secure your space when registration opens. Call 225-4375, extension 5318 today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Frisky's World! Yes, let's explore it! Wow, it's made with real salmon! Look what I found. Party mixed cat snacks. There's the delicious taste of the tuna we love! Definitely coming back tomorrow. Frisky's, always more to explore.
What am I, baby? What am I?
We're back with more show for you. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Smar Lalo.
And I'm Talia Alexander.
And of course, you know, it's the last Wednesday of the month. And that means we turn the show over to the men. And we call it Guys Perspective. And we have the legendary MX Prime in his house.
Hey. Rat-ta-ta-ta.
Rat-ta-ta-ta. Ruby, we missing it. So guys, if you're just joining us, you've missed so far a really nice show. Yeah. You know, we got all caught up with each other in the beginning, and of course we spotlighted MX Prime, told us a little bit about his journey and all that jazz. Of course, you know, if you missed it, you know what to do. Go back. Yeah, right? And watch it over. But now, you know, it's time for the topic of the day.
You're done now.
Right?
You're done now.
And, you know, we had to bring in someone like you because, you know, we were told you're a talker. Right? We were told you're a talker and you have a lot of opinions about a lot of different things.
Really.
So I think that this topic is perfect for you. Right? Before we get into it, I would like Sam to just get us caught up with the chat. We can't leave our people out.
Let's see what we're saying now. All right. So Stephen Warwick says, Where's the scene? Me scene.
Where's the scene?
I think MX remember me.
Yeah,
Right?
Stephen Warwick.
Stephen Warwick.
Not sure. Pat juice or something.
Not
No,
sure.
I see a
Yeah, I
picture.
think he's a pat juice.
Ah, boy, yeah, my brother.
White tip
Tail hummingbird
says, thank you, MX, for taking the time to work on the quality we have today.
Yes, I indeed.
Appreciate it. Always loved your voice, by the way.
Hey.
And she blush a little. She get a little.
Ah, boy, a little blush emoji goes a long way, you know.
Landel Valdez says, well said, but people need to take time for self-love and know that they are the light of the world that brighten up everyone. But keep it up, Maximus.
Hey,
You know you're a long time.
Maximus,
You follow
you
a long
had
time.
real names, huh?
Yes,
Maximus, Dynamis, Prime.
Real evolution.
Yeah, because
Madadan.
Magadan, yeah,
Edgel.
right.
Yeah, that was things you go see before you say Edgel, no?
Yeah. Stephen Warwick again says, I just monitor and do stress.
Okay.
I'll or maybe it's an air one them
Big artist one time.
I'll go in and do a road march song. Okay. And I'll come in strong when the thing come. Respect.
Oh,
Yes,
you do your thing, Stephen.
That's what we're talking about.
Yes, I.
Do the
So with that,
thing.
we're going to get into the topic
let me
of
do
the
this
day,
thing.
right? Which, of course, is brought to you by KFC. Finger licking good, right? And the topic for today is behaviors that can seriously affect a man's life negatively, right? Behaviors that can seriously affect a man's life negatively. Why this topic, you ask? Well, we do realize that with men, there's a lot of pressure on you all, MX. There's a lot of pressure on you all. Pressure to provide, pressure to protect. You understand?
Yep.
You all deal with shame, male toxic shame, because you know if you reach a certain age and you're not doing what you're supposed, what society tells you to do, there is shame, and shame is like one of the worst emotions that you can feel. There's no getting out of
And
it.
depending on your age, starting over life.
Correct.
Like having to just start over because you go through things.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. There's a lot of unspoken rules that you guys have to follow. I mean, we women, we know it's hard being a woman as well, but we need to take the time to recognize that men have it real hard.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So we see them, we see you guys.
Of course. And not meeting certain expectations can really cause a man to treat with his situation poorly, right? Not everyone is self-aware. Not everyone is really in tune to what their core issues are and know how to work on them.
And it ties into our last topic of the unhealthy coping mechanisms that people
Absolutely.
may have.
And this can result in a lot of, poor decisions and terrible behaviors that can not only affect them but the people around them.
Those that they love.
So in the interest of time, right? Because this is a
robust
robust topic, right? It's multifaceted. What we did is we picked out 10 behaviors that we think is quite pertinent and important, and we're gonna throw it at you.
Okay.
And to get your 2
Throw that, man.
cents
Hope-
about
hope I can catch.
right? So we picked out 10 of these behaviors because there's a plethora of them, right? So the first one I would like to address, right? And that I see in people around, in men around me, when they're going through the ish and they're going through the hard time and they don't know how to cope, lack of impulse control. And I feel like this, MX, like this can manifest in a number of ways. Like I just mentioned, you can't control themselves. You start drinking, substance abuse, reckless behavior. You might
Financial
start
missteps.
speeding on all these things. You're beating your wife, you're mistreating your children. If you're separated, you're not being there for the children, all these things. What is your opinion on this and how it would affect a man dealing with the stresses of life?
Well, for me, I could only speak on my behalf, and, other men listening on may have their experiences and it might, be similar or different, One thing I've always done is found a way to de-stress myself, right? Before I, explode, I try to find different ways or different avenues that I could access where I could calm myself down and think about things rationally and realistically, right? Best thing ever happened to me is having a space for me to always go to create. So I have a little music room. I have an outlet.
Okay.
Right.
Like a man cave.
Yeah, you know, and it used to be about video games. And then when my wife got pregnant and I realized I was about to become a dad, then that game room ended up becoming a place to work. Because now we have to think about other revenue streams to support this new mouth, this new person who's going to come into your life and change it forever. Right? They say parenting is a contract that even in debt, it still holds up. Because it's somebody responsible for you being here.
Commitment,
Right? And all you have is a good name at the end of the day. Many of us could walk into rooms and get respect based on who our father or grandfather was. Right? Or in the opposite. Right? People lock you out based on who you came from. Right? So for me, I had a space where I could go to think about things. That's why, you know, even in improving my health, I designate a time to go and work out between 7 and 8 every night. So whatever is bothering me, whatever problems, whether it be financial, whether it be personal, whether it anything, I could use that 45 minutes to kick and cough and scream by doing push-ups, by doing sit-ups, by doing squats, right? And de-escalate and de-stress myself. So when I come back into that space, whatever the family has to discuss, I am able to now be more calm, you know, in dealing with things. So you must, I don't want to say find an escape, find an outlet, find a space where you could calm down that is yours. And no one could interrupt you in that time, because we make time for so much things during the day and we don't make our time for ourselves. Right? So it's really important as a man to make time for yourself. And I don't mean that, okay, making time for yourself to go and lie with other people. Sometimes it's just be in a spot by yourself, think about being still, pray, right? Sit down and ask yourself, well, what are the things that you need to do better? Right? Why are you getting angry at something? You know, is it because you feel that you're being personally attacked? Is it because you're trying to live up to certain standards, right?
Good stuff.
You know, so these are the things that I ask myself, and then when I realize, hey, you ain't here to be, you know, this nobody else father, nobody else husband, but to yours, right? You ain't here to be nobody else son, but to your parents. Right? And it's always good to have conversation with other men who have walked that road before you, to always bounce ideas off. Hey, I have a question to ask you. Right? And be real. And, you know, obviously you would like a certain level of confidentiality because you don't want your business in the road. It's big men talking here. Right? You know, little boys, I want to hear next week about something, about somebody, and it kind of resemble what I told you, right, on the block. So, big men need to have big men discussions, right? Being real, being realistic. There's certain things I would discuss with 1 or 2 people, and it don't go further than that. So if you hear it someplace else, I know who to go to. So we must have someone who we could trust, we could have these conversations with, so that even if you're wrong, that person can tell you, you know, I don't want to tell you you're wrong, but here's a different approach take. You didn't look at it at this way, that way. It's okay for us to banter back and forward, for me to get vexed with you or wherever, but I could call you the next morning and say, bro, I had a discussion with you, and really and truly I apologize if I had an outburst, but you were correct in what you were saying, right? And when I'm older or younger, I need to listen, right? Listening is fundamental in learning. A good listener is a good learner.
But you know, he just give all the points to come back.
You say we press for time.
No. He gave all the points to combat that particular behavior. That's what I mean. So when a man has when a man lacks impulse control and controlling his emotions, all these things that he just pointed out is literally what you're supposed to do.
I was going to talk about the one with her lacking the ability to say no to someone, you know, and he kind of touched.
Yes, that's okay. We can still go back, but
still set the boundary.
But yeah, that it's good to hear you say that. I mean, because listen, some men be under some pressure and they can't even, exactly what he said, most men feel like they don't have that. Most men feel even when they sit with their friends, they still have to keep things surface level because if you get too deep, it's considered weak. You know?
Well, I think that stems back to and I mean, I'm not the guy, but I just throwing it on this, so you could correct me, MX, right? In terms of, there's a stigma when it comes to little boys where, you can't cry because you're a boy. And
big
so
boys
you
don't cry.
automatically shutting youth man down to keep his emotions to himself. Even if you're trying to tell him, okay, certain things are kind of stigma, whatever, at least between father and son especially, son, you could come and cry to me. Something to at least let him get out what he feels, because if he doesn't confront that, when he gets older, he's going to be stifling that. That's going to affect his relationships, things like that. So we kind of program them to not, like, yes, boys and girls are different, men and women are different, but we are human and we cry and we get angry and we feel things. So how do you combat that and educate them to start new trends, to break curses, you know?
I used to live in a community where, obviously I grew up with my sisters, right? I was the only boy in the house, last child. You know that thing go.
Lucky you.
I kid you not, I worked my spoil child thing out. By the time I got to 11 or 12, I was the only man in the house. So therefore, if water gone, I had to tote that water. Right? I had to be that one, even though my sisters are elder, I have to be that vigilant one. And when they gang up on you and they say, well, they give you a frame case, as we say, you gotta get your licks and you can't argue. And a friend of the family used to see me crying. And he said to me, I realize you just cry plenty. You had to stop that. And I said, uncle, crying is something that, it just wash the soul.
Hey, I love it. You're not so young. That's good.
It just wash the soul and what it is bothering you. Right? So I don't have a problem with crying. Right? What I'm going to do after I cry? Right? That is most important. Right? So you can see me crying now. You may not see me crying when I get older. Right? Because I might have another way, another coping mechanism, another outlet. You understand? To combat that. But I still cry. Yeah, I still cry. Yeah,
it's nice
I
that
cry
you
when I
have
see happy things happening. The sad things, I'll just be like...
feel.
It's impressive that you had that kind of insight at such a young age as well.
That's
I
cool.
want to ask a question on topic but off topic at the same time. Seeing that you're so self-aware, is this something that was nurtured from young, or is it that you had went through something in your life that made you decide to look at the man in the mirror and transit? Because I know you spoke about it with your career earlier and taking time off to kind of redirect with your career. But when you speak, I'm hearing a lot of wisdom and self-reflection and introspection.
From
most
early in life too, From early in life.
Most people can't just pull that out of thin air. So was that something that was nurtured in your environment from young, or your household, or was that something that you went through something and you had to learn?
I think
it's a good question.
A little bit of everything. I think my parents, I always big them up in every interview I do. The two best people in the world to raise a kid like me, because I ain't easy to deal with, right? And they figured out quite early how to raise me, because they knew that being the boy would go out and explore. Right? But there's so much dangers. You're gonna meet people who are gonna be good to you, people who are gonna try to, persuade you to do wrong things. Right? And fortunately for me, I met all these people quite early. Some people meet them late and don't know how to handle it. So I met all the drugs men, all the this, all the wannabe criminals, all who dead and gone, who in prison. All kind of different activities. I grew up in a colorful community. So I met all these people. So when meeting these people now, that meet and treat with them, always show them respect. Learn from what they're doing, whether it's good or bad, and pick your side and pick your road. And then being the only boy in the household now, right? People telling you, you go grow up a woman. If you stick up on that, you will get that, right?
Yeah.
You will grow up a girl because you're around them. You alone inside the house with them. I said, no, actually, I kind of will know how to deal with women as I get older.
Exactly.
And I realize that kind of brings back to one of the points, because I know you touched on it before, is in terms of bad behavior that could be serious, right? For men negatively, right? Surrounding yourself with yes men.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me, even as a woman as well, because I feel like it gives you a false sense of identity, of confidence, of like, for instance, you know, you can end up not growing as a person because somebody just telling you yes and you're doing good and validating everything you do.
Yeah.
And let me say some things are wrong and it actually could be dangerous for your life even, but you don't have people around you to challenge you. So what do you have to say about that? That's like, how do you combat that? If it's like, you probably could touch on it, but also give improvements on that, how they could not fall in that category.
Well,
pick better
people around.
People around. How you chose your friends? Like,
I think my friends chose me, you know.
Okay.
Right? I used to hang out with a bunch of we used to say old people, right?
Yeah,
but really and truly, it's people who would have been 10 or 15 years, maybe 20 years your senior. Right?
Yes.
And my mom used to say, I hope only teaching them something good there. No, he teaching me right now, you know, mommy. Your son is teaching us because we realize, you know, he knows a lot of stuff, right? And it's very respectful. So growing up with people who are almost old enough to be your parents, right? Bigger boys, bigger women, right? They will always try to keep you in line. Remember, I grew up in the 80s, not 2024.
Yeah, true.
So in the 80s, you could get licks from your neighbor.
Yes.
Right? You could be walking up the road and it looking like you're loitering and somebody passing a maxi.
Come, we go home
Angel, you better go straight home. I'm going to tell your mother. Right? So I always...
Just for the look of it.
So I always, you know, found that I could read people. Right? And even if it is you doing something that people deem to be wrong, but I sense a good heart in you, I always used to tap into that. So all the men who was on certain nefarious activity, when I come around, they say, move from here. We don't want you here. Not you. Right? If men passing the joint used to do so and pass over me. Them we ain't giving you nothing to smoke. Right? What you want? You want money to go in the studio? You want money to go this party because we know music is your thing.
Love that. They saw your potential from early.
So I tell people, no goody two shoes told me I was good at what I was doing, you know. There's all the grown men, all the tough men, all the men who know they wouldn't be around too long, who know that person is going to be at home for a long time. Those are the guys who told me, this what you're doing here, you're special. Right? So I think it wasn't me choosing friends. These people just gravitate towards me, right? And because there was no judgment on my side, right? So I would have learned. I would have seen guys who had, you know, kids before they were 20 and would see the issues that they would have with their girlfriend or their baby mama, as we say, and they would say, boy, don't look down at children now, you know. Right? And they would say this to you in all confidence, you know, we love our kids, but don't make no children now. You see, you have to focus on your career, boss, something different about you. And right, and even the other day when I went down the road and to see all them guys on them 30, 35 years later, it's the same love. They say, you make us proud. Right?
I felt hearing that.
Yeah.
It feel good, but then you know you could do better. You could do better. You know, you could do better because you know you have a benchmark for yourself, right? People may see you in high esteem and it's great, you know, but you know to yourself that hey, I could be better.
It's all relative.
Big man do cry, but you know, I don't play the crying game.
I'll just say.
You touched on baby mamas earlier. Speaking of women, another behavior I want to bring to the fore is relying on women. Another behavior that a man might do, especially if he is floundering in life, is relying on a woman to validate his existence and his self-worth, especially in areas where they might be in a relationship and not really not really doing what they're supposed to do, or not providing as much, or not doing their part, especially in the eyes of the woman. And instead of the woman maybe trying to pour into them and maybe bring up the rear where he's lacking, they now point out and magnify the areas that he is not performing in. And of course, when the man does decide to do what he has to do or work toward it, right, he doesn't feel like he's accomplishing much unless he gets that confirmation and validation from the woman. So what do you think about a man who partakes in waiting for someone else to validate him, most likely his partner?
I think in that scenario, everyone wants your home team to give you some level of encouragement, right? In the beginning, when I met my girlfriend, who's now my wife, we've been together over 20 years, right? So when I met her, she was at a clothing store. She's now an insurance agent, right? And some of the freshest clothes I got was based on her working at a clothing store. So when I walk in, I wear my little modest, little this, that. And she said, "No, man, you gotta step up, man. You gotta step up. Not for me, but for you, because you are an aspiring artist, And I'll make sure and put these things aside for you." Right? So she was always a forward-thinking individual. Some of the risks that we've taken, if it wasn't for her, because I'm more kind of reserved with certain things, be a little bit pessimistic here and there. She used to be optimistic and still is, and she approaches everything with a positive mindset. So sometimes you need someone that is the opposite to you, right? In certain ways, right? So that you all could rise together, right? And I see it in my son. He's always positive and confident. I said, you didn't get that from me, right? You got that from your old lady, right? Who's not an old lady, by the way. Right? Gotta be careful, right? And me personally, I've never tried to seek validation from anybody, not even my parents, because when you I picked something to do. I wanted to do music. I know that nobody wanted me to do music. Some people, when they hear me speak, they say, "You're too intelligent." I was going to St. James Secondary School, and then Form 5, when they realized that I wanted to do music, you come St. James Sector, go and do music, and then 10 years after, everybody, we proud.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes.
Right? Because seeking validation from people is going to keep you in a stagnant, in a tailspin, in a time warp, right? Because you thinking about what people are going to think. But as it relates to a relationship, right? I think that if the shoe was on the other foot, where you had a validator said to me, you would be very uncomfortable, right? Because someone's expectations might be very high, standards might be very high. And you will say, well, I can't meet your expectation, I can't meet your standard, right? We all are different places at different time. But if we are together, we have to see, okay, he would mature at the same level, right? I may be working for more money than him at this point in time, right? But if you see the qualities of that individual as one that is supportive, right? That is ambitious, right? That is reliable and dependable. There's somebody who ain't looking to get jealous quick at every man who see and find it looking. You know what people tell me? I see a wife at a party. I say, because she has 2 legs. And she loves to dance, and she has friends, right? I say
she has a life.
Yes, I say not play. I say all barricade this fall at some point in time, and I'm not trying to block nothing. And anybody, right? She wasn't born in a cage or a prison,
exactly,
right? And I'm not going to let someone lose their personality and the essence that I was attracted to.
Right? He said something you said last week.
Right? In the first place. Because you bubbly and you nice and you positive. I don't want to change that in you at no point in time. Because if I am the grouch in the relationship and there's something about me that you are attracted to because I have that kind of demeanor and character, a symbol of strength, and that's what you want, right? That is what you require. That is what the essence that you saw in me, right? I could only improve on that, and by living together, we could start to kind of more or less
balance each other out.
And take a little book for a page from your book.
Opposites truly attract, you know.
Well, that's what equally yoked is, huh?
And that is what and so in validating, right? We have to have to also have values.
Yes. Yes.
Coherent.
As you say that, that brings me to the point of one of the things, the compromising of the morals and values to get acceptance.
That's a big one.
You know, so that's something that
Yeah.
is negatively,
Yeah,
affect a man, because then you're sacrificing your credibility.
No.
That same thing you say, if you have that, beauty or that thing about
That's
you that I'm
joie de vie.
attractive, you know, that goes, you know.
I'm not trying to dim that.
Yeah.
No.
You'll have inner self-conflict, and then now you can't support or show up for your partner. in the same way.
Remember Jennifer Hudson sang a song, I don't like
Yes.
living under your spotlight. Right?
Yes.
Big song.
Yeah.
Big song.
Oh my goodness.
No time for that.
Yeah.
If you want a spotlight, go buy a hardware and buy something. Buy one. I'm not trying to make you live in my spotlight and vice versa. You have your own.
Exactly.
Right? We complement each other for a reason. You know, so me trying to validate to you that I am this and I am that. I see man in here, you know. Right? I remember my son being taught how to ride by my wife. And the neighbor come out and say, that is for a man to do. I say, so only. I say, so when you go in the Olympics, it only have men cycling. She walk back inside.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
It's a cultural thing.
If he didn't know what he's about, that would have been a whole argument there.
Yeah.
I don't have time for
What he's
that.
about.
That kind of thing is the talk of an insecure man too, eh?
Yeah.
When you think about it.
I remember my mother. There's a big one. All my partners in the backyard, and my mom come home from work, and she say, "Son, you go wash this for me, yes?" She whole slip that is called half a slip, right in front of everybody because I wash it.
Yeah.
She say, "Let's say you go wash this for me," and everybody just laugh. I say, "Let me tell you something." I say, if I fall down right now, guess who gonna wipe my bum?
Yes.
My mother.
Yes.
As big as I am here.
Yeah.
I say, so I don't have no problem washing this. She asked me to wash the unders. She asked me to wash the overs. Right? And all of our problem with that, I say, that's all here. And I say, yeah, man, mommy, the throw thing here, I good.
Yeah.
That talk done one time.
Yeah. You have to stick to your principles.
Yeah, I do not trying to validate myself to nobody.
Indeed.
Not me.
So switching gears a little bit, I want to ask you about this particular behavior. What do you think about choosing domestication over discipline? Meaning, men who get into a comfort zone, they get complacent, they stop growing, they stop evolving, you know, and again, from whatever struggles they might be going through, they just get into a slump. You know, and then that leaves room again for the wife or the girlfriend to overpower you, start to speak negativity. They're not pouring into you anymore. They're not trying to uplift you out of the rut that you're in. And then you get into that kind of domesticated kind of way. And you start to take direction rather than initiate your direction. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, that's a tough one. For who feels it knows. All right. I think as a man, anytime you find yourself in a funk, right, like that, it's important for you to be open with your significant other that you're going through something. And sweetie, I'm going through something, right? And it will affect the household. It definitely affecting me, right? In regards to me, feeling myself at this point in time. I just letting you know. So if you see me being a little bit withdrawn or whatever, understand that I'm going through something. I could share, but sometimes in sharing you sort of feel like you're feeling small. Right? So in that instance, it's always good to have proper male mentors around you to bounce ideas off of, to talk. If it's a men's group, A WhatsApp group. If it's you'll meet someplace, not to drink or this or that, whatever you want to do, whatever environment it is, it must be one where no judgment. It's healthy, right? Even if there's one or two to try to help pull you up, right? Because once people realize, and in this case, your girlfriend or your wife realize you lose confidence in yourself, right? It's like you start losing ground in the day-to-day runnings of your relationship, in the household and everything, right? Once you start appearing like you're weak or you're indecisive,
or the victim. Victimhood is a big turn off to most women.
Even if you start to feel overly sorry for yourself. Woman, they'll get fed up at them things fast.
I'm telling you from experience.
No, I'm glad I just trying to know. Yeah. Because honestly, if you're a good woman, I'm sure you want to make sure to you help your partner there. Yeah. But initially, you remember you invest in your life with this person, and you think in future. Yeah. So you want to know that the person have it within themselves at some point. That this person supports me, but I have to get it together. If you had to go by your friends or whatever, by all means do what you had to do. But don't not get help. And then we here forever.
The problem is not
and then everybody goes down with that.
The problem is not being down or going through a rough period. Take your time. Right? But there's gonna be that time, and we mentioned this before in a previous episode. Whether it's 6 months, a year, a month, 2 weeks. There's going to be a time where it's evident to both you and your partner, you're wallowing. You're wallowing now. And it's time to pick up and let's find a solution.
You're crying too much.
And if you don't and you just continue to complain, that's when you're going to get left. Because women, because like you rightfully said, I don't blame, but like you rightfully said, women don't like that. A real woman is okay with her man having a rough time, a down time, you lose your job, whatever the case may be. And we will pour into you. But eventually all that pouring in is going to deplete us. When are you going to start to get that motivation back?
Or you're bringing up something that happened 6 months ago as a reason why you're still in this position.
Correct. Now we got to be solution minded.
Yes.
Right?
It actually ties into what you were saying about the validation from the woman. When, that insecurity is something that only you could really deal with. A person who, there's two different human beings who have to support one another, and we could be there with one another to heal and go through life, but you have to want it. It's important. I can't make you do something that you don't want to do. So you have to seek that. Both parties have to seek that for themselves, and once that is established, man, the rest is history. You know.
So in terms of careers though, this if a guy tends to like in that same pressure to provide and everything, but in that aspiration they settle for a job or a career that they're not fit, that isn't fit for them. So they end up in this kind of constant state of unfulfillment.
Well, that's again, life have a kind of ways, bull, some bad balls. Sometimes you get bull a bouncer or a yorker and you get your stumps lick off, right? And you're walking back to the pavilion, but guess what? The next day you have to get up again and face and go in the wicket, go in the crease. Right? So for me, I did some things that I didn't want to do before I got into music full time, right? And even when I got into music full time, I expanded my portfolio, which I got into radio, start doing voiceovers, right? So in life, you might, start somewhere, right? And you're in a relationship, and your partner, your significant other, knows that you have more in the tank, and it's trying to encourage you, not forcing you to level up to meet their expectations, but for you to be the best version of you. But if you're not prepared to make that step, right, and you're always half stepping, and over a period of time, that pattern is gonna be one that is gonna make everybody uncomfortable because you might want to make an investment with brand new home, a business, or this or that or the other, and you will always be the Debbie Downer in this scenario. You will always be the one who will disappoint because you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, you don't want to support. Look, the other day, my wife did a boat ride with one of our friends. And usually I don't get involved because at the end of the day, she has a friend's pool and she can sell something without me being involved. She doesn't need me. She has her own name, her own lane, right? They say, well, they don't say Maximus' wife. You know,
they call her by her name.
They call her by her name. Right? And when I saw, okay, she trying to sell the tickets and stuff like that, you know what I went and I did? I sat down and I did a commercial for her and sent it for her. You know, visuals, music, everything. And she sent me a dancing emoji. Right? and then with that, guess what happened? You know, you get them a inch to go take a yard, right? You get them a yard, they go take a mile, right?
Now that you're involved.
Now that you put yourself, you play fast. Yeah. Right? So you know you have a full art to do for me. Right? So when she came home now, she looking at me, she said, you didn't do the yard yet. I said, no, I had other things that I had doing that I took a break to help your cause, which is our cause. Right? Because she always says something. I do not just play. I play to win.
Right. Oh wow.
Right? I ain't coming here for no participation gifts. I come here for the trophy. Right? So if she has that mentality, I now have to have the same mentality. So your champions can't be with people who just want to participate. If you have a champion mentality, if you have a woman, a wife with a champion mentality, even if it is you don't have the funds, if you don't have the this, you don't have the that, you have to have the mentality to support that. It's not an ego thing, right? Because we want teamwork. Yes, and we want winners. And in order for us to have winners, we have to have a winning mentality. You know?
Talking it tongue.
If you're talking the things again.
And I ain't trying to do nothing here so that I can sleep comfortable tonight. Me ain't trying that. Because I watch my old lady, which is my queen, right? Do it for the most part on her own.
That's hard.
Right? My pops did what he had to do, but he wasn't living with us. And I saw the tears when she didn't think nobody was watching. I saw the struggle. I saw the, okay, I could eat this, but I'll cut it in half because I have mouths to feed. I have to get up this hour, right? And then me coming in as a teenager from Club Coconuts or whatever, she's up 3 o'clock in the morning by the Louvers, and I say, "Oh, you know, young lady." You see, I there sleeping. I say, you're lying. You was up waiting on me. You see, well, no, he's my son. I can't go and sleep and one of my youth and them outside. So if I see that full hand, I can't come here and not speak the truth. I go off experience. I ain't trying to be no what you call it, Dr. Phil and anything. Me ain't trying to be that. I
you
just
could
be
be
me.
You could be.
You're speaking some facts, some wisdom, everything.
So we have time for about 2 more behaviors to throw at him. Before we do so,
jumping in each other.
Before though, we want to remind you all that we are discussing behaviors that can seriously affect a man's life negatively. Right? We acknowledge, of course, this guy's perspective. We're talking about the men today, and we do acknowledge how tough things can be for men in this life. Yes, it's always going to be men against women who have it harder, this, that. But we both genders have their own struggles, right? And so today is your day, men. Right, and you have a great representative here. A great representative.
Spirit fingers, boy.
Absolutely, a great representative here in MX Prime. All right, and of course our sounding board.
I want to ask
yes, niece.
In relation to the physical body, right? Because you're somebody who has undergone some transformations.
Yes, you have.
What is your
very commendable
thoughts on men not pushing the physical body to the limit?
Well, boy, the spiritual and the physical that always work in tandem, right?
That's right.
So for me, when I realized that I was about to become a parent, I had to do what I had to do because my dad, he used to run every morning. For 30 years, he ran marathon.
Wow.
Right? He was in the military. So obviously, he know to do everything. He know to go up in the jungle and survive and all them things. A real warrior, a real battlefield warrior. Wow. 75 years, going strong.
Wow.
And he never put on a pound in his life. He's about 5'6", skinny guy, right? But you know when you only want to go with thick woman, what has happened? So all my sisters come out skinny.
Wow.
I'm the only one who get a little bit of height and of course a little bit of size, right? And when you look on my mom's side, everybody tall and you know, and you know obviously you see yourself as one that we all look up to our fathers as sons. You know, we're very close with our mothers. Nobody can do your mother anything. But with your father, that's your first superhero. And I watched my dad work out and kept himself healthy, right, for the most part of his life. He wasn't supposed to be around because in 1971 he was in a near fatal accident. And if he didn't survive, there would be no MX Prime.
Wow.
And I watched how he dedicated his life to fitness and health and wellness and being disciplined. I said, what's the best thing you could do for your kid? Not only just be there or whatever, but show him something from early that you commit to something. So if you commit to something, my son now tells me at 7 o'clock, he said, Daddy, you're not going to work out? I said, yeah, in about 5 minutes. Because he knows what the routine is. From baby, he see that. The same way from baby, I saw my dad. I said, all right, you had to get into this regiment where you make yourself healthy, but also, you know, if you could commit to this, think about the other things you could commit to.
Facts.
Discipline.
Right? Let it spread into other areas. Right? So now, you know, when you're on a mission, whether it's to finish a song, finish an album, plan a meeting, you keep things organized. When you make your life organized, not routine per se or stringent or stiff, but when you have things to do when you wake up, right? Especially us in the creative sector, we don't have a place to go like an office to say it's a job. So people will see us and they say, well, you have a job, you have a hobby. Right?
Life in London, they like to say.
If they only knew.
If, you know.
I always in the office. You ain't, but it's not a physical office.
Yeah.
Right?
Overtime, all kind of
Yeah, because your brain don't turn off.
Yeah. So me, you know, finding a way now to make myself healthier, right? As the great Tony Horton says, who invented P90X, you make yourself more durable and less vulnerable. Every time you go, you work out, you make yourself less vulnerable and more durable.
I love that.
Right? So in our profession, when you go on top of that stage, back in the day, I used to run around the stadium, right, for World Cup. And I used to say, how you used to do that? And you was overweight. And you used to do that. So imagine if you lose 20 pounds, 30, you'll be like lightning out there.
Wow.
To the point that when men saw me on top of the stage, I had guys who 15 to 18 years, my junior, asking me, so where's do, boy? I said, I work out for half an hour every day. Half an hour? I said, yeah.
Every day as in Sunday to Sunday.
Well, used to. Now I do it like 4 days of the week. I rest on Wednesdays, right? And it's basically cardio and muscle.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. A good balance.
Push the heart rate up to 160, 165, boop, 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 for half an hour. Rest probably 20 to 30 seconds in between. And then cool out.
Good to go.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
That's
That's discipline.
People think like you have to be in the gym 45 minutes. The more time it equates to how much it really doing. But
and in life you have to be in a space, just like how people go to university and people go to religious temples, churches. Sometimes they need to be in an environment where like-minded people are. Right, to be inspired, to be encouraged, so nothing wrong with the gym. But for me to get up, jump in a vehicle, reach on the road, watch a treadmill, and
Fackety-fack.
10 more people watching us in treadmill. I watching the same weights. I watching them. Are you using that? No.
Yeah, no.
I purchased
And
mine.
other people sweat.
It is home, right?
Yeah.
My first time I come home, right? Here, my wife. So you know we send money on this because she see all kind of thing come and I didn't use it.
Yeah.
I said, nah, it's a difference. I say, our son is here.
Yeah.
I know the inspiration.
Yeah.
You know, so I know the inspiration. I say, you looking for bacchanal, and I trying to keep this here as black as possible. Because what you trying to do is either make this here dread drop or put too much snow on the roof. I ain't not looking for that. She asked me a question last night. And I said, if I answer that, I won't go to sleep. I said, because you look at that trap me.
There's a conversation for another time, but arguably a father's presence is a lot grounding than a mother's presence, unfortunately. Yes.
Yeah, it's necessary.
We go talk about that another time. Let me write that down.
It's really, really good because the mom there's to nurture, but that foundation is that. That foundation is that.
The things that they truly learn from, the lessons that they learn and the things that they carry forward. A lot of the times is prevalent with a present father.
Yes. So important you men are. I hope that people feel
well, today's our day, you know. Take this Wednesday.
I think we have time for one more. Anybody want to take it or should I go?
You go ahead. Disconnecting from life.
I was going to do the financial planning because it's important because of what men feel they need to accomplish in life. Most men want children, they want a wife, and they want to be able to provide. So I do think that one behavior that men who going through a funk or who is going through some struggles, some of them don't take the time to really invest and plan for their money, right? And to that, because of lack of time, I want to ask you quickly how you feel about that and how you think a man should go about combating that.
Ooh, well, boy, I always try to save money until I met, my girlfriend, right?
Now your wife.
Yeah, now my wife, It was like save, and then she said, well, all right, if you're saving, what you're saving it for,
yeah,
right?
what you're saving it for.
Okay, so then she wanted to buy a vehicle. She had her own money, right? And then she said, would you stand security for this? I said, no problem. I said, we going down, going down dying, going down swinging, right? So even at times where, things might be slow, she always would say, how things looking, right? And if I say, things ain't really up, she said, don't worry, don't stress out, right? Because I know how it go with you, right? And she was always the person that I was never, that people would say, boy, as a man, you should handle your own money and don't ever let this, that. Have things honest and open. Money does never really be a problem or issue. Right? And as far as investing goes, she's always seeing me doing something that is an investment. I brought equipment, I bought speakers, interface, computer. What is this for? This is not for games. This is now a studio. This game room, it has no PlayStation in here again. I have a PlayStation as an eyesore. It does not come on because work is taking place. So investing your time, your energy, your talent, and your money is real important as a man. Sometimes we all wouldn't be there at the same time, but energy follows an energy. If you start investing in yourself, start building yourself, start doing some reading, start looking at different motivational speakers or financial advisors or something that you hear about that you don't understand, save it. Buy a book.
So basically educating yourself on financial planning and setting clear goals with your wife as to what you can invest in and that kind of thing.
Because we're not going to be around forever, and we want to leave something for our offspring and what have you, but you also want to leave a legacy too. Right? And that is real important as a young man, right? Even if you're not in a relationship, to always think about paying yourself too. Right?
Yeah.
Because you're paying everybody bills, but you're not paying you. right?
That's right.
And in paying yourself now, you give yourself value, you give yourself work. I did this work. I clocked in. I did this for X amount of days, 24 days, payment cycle. Let me pay myself. How much did my contribution cost? Right? And you pay yourself now. Now, what am I going to do with this? Go and buy sneakers? Go and drink it out? No. Right? Start, have something, a vision board, have something written down, have something in mind, you know? I mean to say, you've heard this many times before, but when you're in a relationship, you know, we all, it's not about competition, right? But we all see what each other is doing, and we have a gauge now. All right, this person, they're not thinking about just tomorrow. They're thinking about 6 months from now, a year from now. The decision making is based on, you know, short, medium, or long term, based on what is their vision, what is their goal, what is the concept.
I get an iron sharpen iron there.
Yeah. So I never had a problem, you know, hearing, you know, sometimes, you know, us men, we don't really like to hear about money. Right? That's one of the things that is, you know, I must admit it is like, or so how it looking right now, you know, because we have this, that, and we cringe. But at the same point in time, you know, we think about all the bad dollars that we spend that put us in this scenario. Maybe I should not have gone there or done this or bought this, or, you know, this is not adding any value. This is a liability. This is not an asset. So now we have to start thinking in that particular way, because as you grow older, right, you should get wiser, right? Or more experience. Right? Should is the operative word. You know, so being in a relationship with someone who is responsible, right, and who does not want to suffer, you know, especially for the children, right? Because mothers always think about the children, right? Forget me. Think about your kids.
Indeed.
You know, so it's important to
I feel
invest.
that. I feel that. Excellent. I think that's all the time we have for this topic. But we really have enjoyed your take on everything we threw at you today. Right? Once again, guys, if you're just joining us, we have been discussing behaviors that can seriously affect a man's life negatively. Mainly, we're talking about men who might be going through a struggle, going through a rut in life, and isn't too sure of how to dig their way out, and certain decisions or behaviors that they could partake in as a way to salve the pain a little bit, right? But not really working out. But of course, MX Prime was here to weigh in and also to give well-needed advice on how to combat each. You came up with some really good solutions.
Wisdom in your anecdotes.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, Dr. Advice.
Right?
Well, should we check in with the
girl talk, guys?
Yes. Well, we still have more show for you guys, so don't go anywhere. But before we do take a break, Sam, what are people saying?
Let's check in. So, Rayanne Joseph, is this a new person?
No, I think I've seen her before. But welcome still.
Says good afternoon.
Hello.
Seven Warwick says, I ain't forget, but before I get somebody pregnant,
dear God.
I must have my four corners locked. I really want to I really want to patience is a virtue.
Okay, so Stephen, right? We love the participation, but make it make sense, now, darling. Make it make sense.
Pale Hummingbird says, it's how MX is a whole philosopher.
A whole philosopher. Indeed.
Right?
And Stephen again.
To the hands, right? So Stephen say, when I reach in your dance, is madness coming with more than oil going back to watching now?
What?
All right.
We don't know. We don't know.
Language
stuff. I don't know. Valdez Brooks.
Hello, Valdez.
Says, good evening, Island Girls. He said,
good evening.
Dan.
Yes, time.
Linda Valdez says, we both name Valdez. Very surprising. 70 in a relationship, whatever I fight in, she fight too. What she fighting, I fighting to 50-50.
Now that makes sense.
Fighters up in here, boy.
Yes.
Tanisha Cyrus.
Hello, Tanisha. That's Nisi's sister.
She says, good evening, ladies, and your special guest, MD. Keep sharing the gems.
Yes,
Lando Valdez says, once you cut down on sugar, and fried food, your health will be in good condition. And when it comes to exercise, a simple walk on a morning regular will help greatly.
That's right.
Stephen Warwick says education ain't always the thing. It's how you operate in life. Is most times it how men with the world of passes and still dunce. It's how you operate. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's how you're reading it, though. Yeah, what kind of attitude
we can
you
understand that, Stephen.
Landell says investment is key for financial freedom. To feel confident and hope for leaving a legacy like life insurance fund can really help and find ways to make in your own money.
Well said.
100%.
All right.
That's the peeps. Thanks, peeps.
And with that,
don't go nowhere.
And with that, we wrap our topic of the day, brought to you by
KFC.
Finger licking good. We'll be right back after these messages.
So new, but so radical.
New, the KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new, so radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
Welcome to the Sporting Complex, your ultimate destination for fitness and fun. Located at La Jolla Complex, Eastern Main Road, St. Joseph. Membership rates include access to weight training, spin classes, aerobics, and recreational swimming sessions. We've got something for everyone. For those looking for flexibility, our drop-in rates are just $35 per visit. Or grab a weekly pass for $125. Sign up for a monthly membership at just $325, granting you access to all services, all hours of the day. Plus, special rates are available for retirees over the age of 65 at just $200 and students at $225. Plus, special rates are available for retirees over the age of 65 at $200 and students at $225. Are you a member of the Eastern Credit Union? Lucky you! Enjoy exclusive membership pricing at $275. And for our valued service personnel, we offer the same rate of $275. But wait, there's more! We're excited to reintroduce our sauna service. Indulge in 45 minutes of relaxation for just $40 for gym members or for guests. Join us at the Sporting Complex for a healthier, happier you. Visit us today to sign up or learn more. Make this Java one your kids will never forget with La Jolla Tropicamp for children ages 5 to 12. For over 30 years, La Jolla Tropicamp has been the highlight of Java, offering a wide range of activities to keep your little ones engaged and entertained. From football to cricket, swimming to arts and crafts, there's something for every child to enjoy. Registration opens mid-June, so mark your calendars. Don't miss out on the chance to secure your child's spot in this unforgettable Java adventure. We know how busy parents can be, so we offer early drop-off and late pickup options for your convenience. No need to stress. We've got you covered. And what's Java without exciting field trips? Each week, our campers embark on thrilling adventures to local attractions, parks, and more. Conveniently located at the La Jolla Sporting Complex area with easy access to all major modes of transport. Getting to and from La Jolla Tropicamp is a breeze for parents. Plus, our experienced and fun counselors are dedicated to creating a safe and inclusive environment. Spots fill up fast, so secure your space when registration opens. Call 225-4375, extension 5318 today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Frisky's World! Yes, let's explore it! Wow, it's made with real salmon! Look what I found. Party mixed cat snacks. There's the delicious taste of the tuna we love! Definitely coming back tomorrow. Friskies, always more to explore.
Never had them like this. KFC nuggets,
chicken nuggets are back on the menu. Now you can choose between the new hot and spicy flavor or original, or mix them up starting at $24.95. Only at KFC.
New Absolute Watermelon, always in season. 100% natural watermelon flavor, 0% added sugar. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
Some time to ease my mind and fight. Feelings kinda shifty, healing taking time. But the mood on my mind, on my heart inclined. Things take time. And I just want to wrestle. Take it nice and slow to ease the stress. Yeah. Sometimes I don't feel to get off. Keep my eyes on high, I'll touch the sky, yeah. Got the moon on my mind, on my heart inclined. The moon on my mind, on my heart inclined. I just want to wrestle. Take it nice and slow to ease the stress, yeah. Sometimes I don't feel to get too. Keep my eyes on high, I'll touch the sky, yeah. The moon on my mind, the moon on my mind, the moon on my mind.
We are back. We're back with more show for you guys. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Smara Lalu.
Natalia Alexander.
And of course, it's Guys Perspective. So we have MX Prime
in the house today.
Yeah.
Right?
Things with we.
You're lucky your buddy wasn't here. No, we'll be busting buddy.
Yeah.
So we started the show real nice. Of course, we spotlighted the lovely MX Prime. And then, of course, we talked the things and the topic being behaviors that can negatively or seriously affect a man's life negatively. And, of course, we had MX Prime dropping the gems, dropping the jewels, right? We could really, Dr. Edgehill boy.
Dr. Edgehill.
Dr. Edgehill boy. Right? No, Dr. Phil. But of course, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for Sip and Spill. Cheers! Yes, where we sip. And we spill. What we spilling?
The tea.
Edgehill, you go find out, my boy. You go find out, my boy. Ready yourself.
Hold on to your seat, mister.
And of course, Sip and Spill is brought to you by Absolute Vodka Watermelon. Well, I'm telling you, forget.
No, I know it is.
Oh, well.
I know my case.
Yeah.
Right? So let's get right into it, guys. Who wants to go first?
What is the silliest way you've ever gotten injured?
Oh, dear.
silliest way. Oh, I got shocked while I was on stage.
Shot or shock?
Shock, yeah.
Story time.
I don't know if the grounding of scenario was in a gear, but the mic was shocking me.
Oh my goodness.
And then when I jump off the stage to hail a partner,
Yeah.
and I put my hand on, I think it was the railing or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
And if it wasn't for sheer strength to let go, I wouldn't be here.
Oh shoot!
Right, and I fell, and because my hair wasn't a bun at the time, my hair was reasonably long. I fell and I hit the back of my head, but I had my dread. That is why my dread's still here.
Oh
Right.
wow.
Yeah, I had to do all kind of different scan for my heart and all them different things.
That's
And
wild.
I was like a day before my birthday.
All right.
She's
So it was silly, right? It was
But
silly.
yeah.
It looked jokey when people watch the tape and everything like that, right? But you
It
know,
wasn't
as the
funny, it
old people
wasn't funny.
say, what is debt for crapple is joke for
The
school children.
Yes,
I learned
that
something
is
today.
true.
Yeah, when the frog, you kicking the frog and throwing salt on it, so that the frog died. And then let me kill it. Why they hitting that topi? Right? So what is debt for crapple is joke for school children.
That is so true. That is
What about you, honey?
Me?
Yeah.
It's
I
silliest
can't
way.
remember. Oh,
That shocked me.
You ever got injured?
Yeah, she take a step back.
it's not serious injury, but I always biting my lip, boy. Like I
gosh,
just
yeah.
bit my lip. I'm always, and it's always this corner. Like so, if you would. The inside of this side is always chewed up because I'm always biting my lip. I can't stand it.
Yeah,
That's
no,
it.
once it's swollen, that's it. You bite it
right?
over and over.
Over and over.
So how about you, honey?
Similar, as I didn't know what greedy mode I was in, but I was so studying to eat the cake now, boy. And it had the big, and it's only birthday cake too, and it had the big chocolate ball in it. And so I didn't want to have to separate the two. I just stuffed my mouth and then biting down, I bite my tongue. And then I was like, yes, Samara, you really should have. Just take out the ball, you know. Just make this slice a little smaller.
Right.
Everything. No.
You just want to remind you all that Island Girls Talk is currently showing right now on Tempo Network. We want to remind you all that Tempo has picked up the show and is currently running season 1 as reruns. And it started at 8 p.m. So if you want to take a little run across and then come back, you're more than welcome to do that, all right? It's showing on Flow, it's showing on Amplia, Green Dot, Digicel Play, and TSTT Blink.
And we are so grateful.
We are truly grateful. All right. So who's going next?
I'm trying to get back my feelings.
We still answering.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me,
oh dear.
I can't believe I'm about to say this again. Every
Say
time
it.
I'm about to die, like some shit request just come up for it to come back alive. So it had this TikTok challenge.
I remember the story.
You tell.
I remember this.
I don't get too much into it. So it was basically a TikTok challenge where he was kind of like jumping, and I fell and almost popped my neck.
Oh, my goodness.
This was in the beginning of the pandemic when people had nothing much to do but just do TikTok stuff.
Wow.
And it was at that moment that I realized I'm not one of those persons who want to become popular by gimmicks.
So that's
No, because the video, I
that's so
posted
true.
the video
Life
on my
lessons.
social media as a normal joke now. It was like I was grateful that I did not die, but that's funny. And I saw people take it and add all kind of stuff to it, and it went viral. I had to take out my phone. It had ended up on MYOB page, all kind of stuff.
Oh my goodness.
And it was, listen, you want to know what saved me?
What?
KFC charging for the condiments. And what made people stop talking about me, and the news went across them condiments. And I thank God to this day.
Big up KFC, boy.
KFC.
I had to take off my phone. That was like the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it was just climbing. Like the video views and stuff was climbing. I think Mondays when KFC say, You know the condiment
Yeah.
stuff, and everybody just switch across to that. And I was like,
Thank
you,
God.
Lord.
Wow, yes.
I don't want to be a celebrity that bad.
Oh dear God.
Popularity going on.
And a quick thing, right? So this funny thing about the story is that it happened actually 2 years straight.
Yeah.
So I don't
Oh
know
dear
that's
God.
the first time, right?
So you getting injured for 2 years?
Dude. And that's, okay, so this is still crazy, right? So I'm probably about between 7, 8. I was young. And remember I grew up with pan and everything like that. So they had what's called the racks on them, right?
Yeah.
So the preparing to go on the actual, like the turn from Lupino Road corner, that's the corner is drop me.
Yeah.
To go straight into the main road. And right on that spot, 2 years straight to know. So this is me. I on the rack and I say, no man, and they get ready and I watching down on watching the ground go on. And I roll
For 2
and
years.
the whole thing went over me. Spraying my hand.
Tiles, 2 years.
Next year, the same spot did the same thing.
Deja vu.
It rolled over me. And this is me.
What?
They need Jesus.
Twice.
How? On the same spot to turn dog. What I have, I love pan, but what I have with the Pinot Junction, boy.
Hey, look the same girl from last year.
Injury.
Look,
Listen. I've been through some stuff, but you know, I still love pan. Big up Supernovas, big up Renegade, big up my family. I still love pan, but not that again.
Right. All right. I want to do some this or that.
Okay.
And everybody answering at the same time.
Okay,
and I
quick
want to
round.
do like rapid fire, do about 5 to 10 one time. Answer
Okay.
quick, right?
Okay.
This one easy.
Okay. Ready.
Mac or PC?
PC.
Mac, boy, what wrong with toilet?
Yeah,
Shower or bath? Shower.
Shower.
It's a shower.
Yes, a shower. 80s or 90s?
80s.
90s.
80s.
For real?
Yeah.
90s, boy. Orange
I like the
slices or
90s
orange
too.
juice?
Orange juice.
Orange juice. Okay, sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Salty. Introvert or extrovert?
Ambivert.
Yes.
Introvert.
But if you had to do introvert. Right?
I don't
Okay. Friends or Seinfeld?
Friends.
Friends.
Yeah, friends.
Yeah. Money or brains? Brains for real. Brains for real. Vacation or staycation?
Vacation.
Vacation. Glass half empty or glass half full?
It's a glass of water.
Dogs or cats? Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Cats. Love or money?
Love.
Okay. Rain or snow?
Rain.
I would say no.
Because I never, honestly, I never been.
I like me some snow.
I want to try it.
People's houses snow over or freeze. Was it last year or year before
Look
in
where you
Canada? When that melted, it became water, and their roofs, everything, their whole house was destroyed
Wow.
from.
So you
like,
want
just
nothing to do with no snow.
I'm good with snow.
I love a snow, but what I like about snow is when it's
becomes
actually
water.
snowing,
Right.
because it's not that cold when it's actually
I
snowing.
like
Yeah,
snow in
that's
places
true.
like Colorado, if it is
Correct.
Aspen, them
Yeah.
kind of places. You know,
Scenery.
look at
I like
yeah.
to see it.
Yeah, you-
I like to
yeah.
see
It's
it. I like
beautiful.
the overnight one, even though that's the ugly one, the smushy one. That by the morning it just kind of becomes
Like
black and kind of stinky.
Yeah, but that's the one to fall
But
on.
the one that it really is. It really is. But just to see it fall and then it just goes away. It's kind of cute.
So let me ask a question, right? What is something that gives you hope?
You asked that one already. I remember this one.
I don't remember that one.
I remember this one.
Okay, I'm going to give you the next
Somebody
one.
else asked that question
Okay,
already.
hear what? Let me go the opposite. What is something that makes you really angry?
Oh Lord.
Get to know the feelings. But let it go after, please.
Yeah, boy. Next question.
Let MX answer first.
Yes. Sip and spell.
Next question. If I have too many things that could get me angry.
Pick one.
Choose one. Choose one.
Like a token.
Ah, boy.
What would be the top one? The top one.
Before you answer.
Top one, boy.
True.
Or the readily. The one that comes.
You see, I haven't been angry for a while. So,
Yeah, real dig.
so yeah, so I want to believe that staying home
Yeah.
has made me happy.
Nice.
When I step outside, it
Yeah.
always have something,
People there.
somebody
That's one.
to want to poke the bear.
That's one.
Right?
It's true.
I will say, man, let me get the ball rolling, right? I will say if I go through something, I'll take it. But see, when it's my family or loved ones or people outside of me, I don't like injustice.
Yeah.
So it's something that God working out on me right now. But as my fuses go off, and then I'll be like,
no injustice.
because right now the Lord working on it because it's not a good thing for me moving forward and where He taking me now.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to let go when it comes to other people. Put it in His hands.
Yeah.
But that is a real big one for me.
All right. One thing that makes me angry, liars. Listen, I would just blind with rage because when someone tells a lie and you can't prove that it's a lie, it's literally your word against theirs. Worst thing ever.
That's a big one.
Worst thing ever. And then of course, now as we get older and we grow, people not stupid. So if someone is telling a lie, eventually the lie will be revealed. The
There's
truth
a saying though. There's a saying though, not to cut you, but there's a saying though. A lie just go halfway around the world before you get wind of it, right? And by the time you start to know, try to, catch up, the lie don't go all the way around the world, right? And as you say, now people not stupid, but it also damages your reputation, right?
Some
because
people contented still believe in the lie.
Even if it is they hear the truth,
spreading it, even though they know
I
it's a
have
lie.
a thing I say, right? People don't hold it against me. It has certain court, right, that people could win their case in, but the highest court, which is God, they will lose every case, right?
100%.
So you could bring all kind of evidence and all kind of fabricate all kind of different things. At the end of the day, the Lord know the truth.
Absolutely. I tell you, somebody hate my guts for years, boy. For years. And they think that I did something to somebody that they love, And long story short, just recently found out that it wasn't even me, it was somebody else. You know who it is. They literally just found out it actually wasn't me. And the person who they were holding on, the person who they were defending had to say, no, boy, it's not Crystal. It can't possibly be Crystal. It's Crystal wasn't even around at the time. It's somebody else.
Never too late, though.
So, and you don't know who would have told him that lie.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, I hate lies. Absolutely.
The best lies always have a little bit of truth in it. Hey, Max is a serious man. And yes, he is. And then when they start lying or they start saying these things that people tend to believe because they know the person. They just validated something that people know to be true. Hey, Max is a serious guy.
Yeah.
Don't go around here. He's a man with that. So you may tend to believe because they started the lie by telling something that is truthful.
Yeah.
True.
Right?
True.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
for me, I would say people with the wrong and strong kind of personality. That always kind of used to get to me a lot. But now that I found God, I just sit back and wait for things to because I realize people you see before when you're thinking you have to be the one to justify and do
and defend.
But now I realize
it's a waste of time.
They do it their own self. They just see the full picture of what that will do.
Yeah.
I hear you. Who's next?
What gets me
angry? You must have one time.
You see, when I order something,
my gosh,
I know exactly what she's talking about.
You see, when I am already on the verge of hungry, and I order something very specific,
Papa Laps,
and then that is not what comes to me to eat when I have built up in my head. Oh, this is going to be so enjoyable. I can't wait for my mood to improve when I bite into and then that dough comes.
Gosh.
It takes me a good 3 hours
to calm down.
I will hungry.
Yes, I will be hungry immediately.
Hulk sister.
Customer service.
Customer service. Yes, that is a big thing for me.
She don't play with that.
I don't play. I was a waitress. I was a waitress for a year. And the other girls used to be upset with me because of the level of service I used to give. They say, you see, when you're not here, I don't want to deal with your customers, They always expecting me to stand up and talk with them. I was upset. But I'm like, for me, and my friends just call me Tattoo. Because I was like, people is people. You understand? People is people. You have to treat with people the way you want to be treated. Like, don't do me that.
Absolutely.
Give me my food.
I had a partner. If you go to any food establishment and you share all the food and you realize they threw down the meat a little bit too hard or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't want that.
I just saw.
Yeah.
You see, I don't want that in front of everybody,
Go give me no bad vibes on the food. I am not
eating
eating
an
it.
establishment, but that's
Energy.
So you're feeding people.
Yeah.
It's a responsibility. Don't slack down that rice.
Yeah.
Give me it with love.
Yes.
Because I work real hard.
Exactly.
Right? I want to enjoy this food.
And don't watch my size and get my food based on how I look.
Hey,
do not do me that.
Yeah, what?
If I am paying the same amount of money
I walked out of
Subway.
I should not have said anything.
Yeah.
Right?
I walked out of Subway.
It's have a place in Chicago.
Lord.
Because I went to buy barbecue. And they look at petite little meat.
And gave it the smallest piece of chicken.
They look for the pigeon meat.
Yeah, they see them scooping around.
To give me. And when I open my box and listen, you know, like when the orders come in at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's like calling the numbers. So when I open my box address, the guy now collect his food. We order the same thing. He bigger than me, obviously.
Yeah, so they give him more food.
Yeah. And small here.
Don't do me that.
And when I ask the guy, well, that's the kind of chicken they getting. And I watching dude over there with
big meat.
Yes.
You didn't speak up, niece?
If that is the case,
listen, you was giving me my meat.
More questions, only we could go on. There's a TED Talk in itself.
Before I ask a question, I want to apologize, Father. I didn't mean to send him on a tyrant because when you talk about anger, you must offload.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, we working on it, right?
Yeah.
Now, because Maximus is here, he's a guy of wisdom.
MX Prime.
MX Prime.
You
Installment.
Yeah, he's
labels here.
lowing me. I'm nostalgic right now, right? So, what's your number one goal in life?
Number one goal in life is, wow, that's a big question.
That is a big question.
Number one goal in life is to be the best version of me every day that I'm allowed to rise and breathe. Right? That's the number one goal, and that would affect everything else that I'm involved in.
Yeah.
Right? To put it simply, because we could say we want to be number one on the charts. You ain't going to be number one forever. Right? You want to be this, you want to, you know. It's okay to set goals and milestones and all these different things, right? So that you have a trajectory, you have a purpose. But it starts with you. I see people work the most, like we see people say these jobs are low. They're not low, like people working in sanitary, right?
No, they're
and
necessary.
I see my garbage man brethren come every morning, and the way he jump up the truck and he greet everybody, you know, he make the job look glamorous, right? It's an honest dollar, yes. And if he doesn't come, right, think about the world would be a little bit dirtier without him coming and doing his job. Yes, he's being paid, right? But everything you do with dignity, you do with that joy, you do with that purpose, and people feel that purity.
They're
right?
superheroes as far as I'm
Exactly.
concerned.
So I don't look down on anybody and any purpose that God bless you with. I can't argue that. So
sanitation workers, cleaners,
all our frontline workers,
farmers. Imagine people looking down on farmers who providing the food you have to buy in high low.
Feeding the country.
If they don't grow food, we not
can't
eating
anything.
You know what I mean?
Thank you for what you do, you know?
When they deposit in their checks.
What about Chris?
You can't dream of that kind of money.
And then when you're thinking about, and then on top of that, people working in sanitary, them getting the benefits, the checkups, the this, that, right? Everything new don't look down on me. I got
absolutely.
I got not everybody want to have this glamorous look and this and that. Not everybody want to smell, you know, nice and fresh and powder the chest. I out in your son, men working construction and all these different things, right?
Yeah,
we out here working.
We out and they have to do their things.
We see you guys. We see you.
Man. Yeah, man.
I like how you think, MX.
What's the number one goal?
Oh, we still answering. I'm looking to wrap the segment, yes?
Timekeeper.
My number one goal is to just be happy no matter what that looks like. Happiness is not necessarily about money. It's not necessarily about status or anything like that. It is just peace of mind and great mental health, you know, and no matter where I am, what station in life, high, low, whatever, as long as I am at peace and peace comes from the Almighty, right? I good.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I good. I said no to so many things that so many people would grab for just for my peace of mind. I good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Just happiness
Excellent.
and peace.
Me? It would be to show God's love and to just positively impact anybody that I meet.
Right.
And that would be.
Lovely.
And you do. Let me just
Yes,
say,
you
you
do.
know, you do. You
Thank
do.
you.
Blessed
What's
soul.
the number one goal in life?
My number one goal right now is to feel warm. Right now, I like to feel warm. But
I don't know if it's achievable right now, but we
Close
hope
up the
it.
jacket.
for me, that has changed a lot because I used to want the world's definition of success. So the number one goal would have been in alignment with that for a very big part of my life.
She wanted to be a whole celebrity. She used to say it.
I was going to be a whole
Her
celebrity.
aim was to be a whole celebrity.
Of the celebrity who's
Papa.
But you actually made it, though. You became a celebrity.
Yes.
Yeah?
But now, I found, my God.
Yes.
I'm fascinated with the Bible right now, right? And my goal, if God was to come now and to do a Bible, to have people who are significant, I would like to have a book.
Yeah.
Bible. My
I can
goal
see
right now
that.
is to live a life that God could be like, she
The
deserves a book.
book of
She did something for my kingdom, and she deserves a book.
Yeah, the
So, yeah.
book of
I hear that.
I like it.
I like that.
She ambitious with it too. I like it. I like it.
That's it there?
Yeah.
MX answered, right?
Yeah.
First.
Yes.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
Not
did.
yet.
Oh, yes.
Okay, well,
Go ahead.
honestly, I know people say that, but for me, I know why I seen it. To know God, really know Him, know His heart, because to know Him is to know love, and I really want to be one with that, one with Him, because I've felt it when I'm one with Him. I'm able to just He just oozes through me to other people, and there's a shift in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I want to be that vessel for Him now. I've done it for myself. I don't want the glory. My status quo now is to God be the glory.
Amen.
So that's my goal.
You know you are that, right?
Yeah, she is that.
But I know there's more. I could feel
Yeah,
it.
I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
I
You
am,
want
and
to
I'm
max
ambitious
that
at it
out.
now, so I want to go all the way.
All the
You are
way.
book too.
We hear that.
Well, we go see.
You are book too.
I think that's it there. Right? And with that, we wrap our Sip and Spill segment. Of course, brought to you by Absolute Vodka Watermelon. Guys, keep it locked. We still have more show for you. Don't go nowhere. Sam, tell them, man.
Where you going?
Where you going?
I'm experimenting.
Cool
We're
it.
right there.
We're really going.
We'll be right back.
Hey.
Go to commercial. Go to commercial.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
New Absolute Watermelon, always in season. 100% natural watermelon flavor, 0% added sugar. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
Attention all parents, get ready to make this Java one your kids will never forget with La Jolla Tropicamp for children ages 5 to 12. For over 30 years, La Jolla Tropicamp has been the highlight of Java, offering a wide range of activities to keep your little ones engaged and entertained. From football to cricket, swimming to arts and crafts, there's something for every child to enjoy. Registration opens mid-June, so mark your calendars. Don't miss out on the chance to secure your child's spot in this unforgettable Java adventure. We know how busy parents can be, so we offer early drop-off and late pickup options for your convenience. No need to stress. We've got you covered. And what's Java without exciting field trips? Each week, our campers embark on thrilling adventures to local attractions, parks, and more. Conveniently located at the La Jolla Sporting Complex area with easy access to all major modes of transport. Getting to and from La Jolla Tropicamp is a breeze for parents. Plus, Our experienced and fun counselors are dedicated to creating a safe and inclusive environment. Spots fill up fast, so secure your space when registration opens. Call 225-4375, extension 5318 today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Frisky's World! Yes, let's explore it! Wow, it's made with real salmon! Look what I found. Party mixed cat snacks. There's the delicious taste of the tuna we love! Definitely coming back tomorrow. Frisky's, always more to explore.
Baby. Oh, baby, I'm drowning in your love. Never felt a love like this before. The things that you do is never done. My darling, my baby, sugar plum. You define the meaning of your love. A blessing coming from up above. My baby, my darling, sugar plum. Love you for forever and ever. Love me, I'm fine. Squeeze me, I'm boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Jam me, I'm fine. Rough me, I'm boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want to. We are meant to be. You complete me, baby. We are meant to be. You complete me, baby. Anytime you want, boy. You can put it on me. Put it on me. Put it on me, baby. Anytime you want, boy. You can put it on me. Put it on me. Put it on me. Love me, I'm fine. Squeeze me, I'm boy. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want.
And welcome back to Island Girls Talk.
Yes, hi.
It's the final
Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday, so you know.
Guys' perspective.
Only MX Prime jumping on vibes.
The whole philosopher.
Yes,
Taking us
I.
down memory lane. Listen, if you missed out up until this point, you missed a lot. But
And
not
just go
you,
back.
you
Go
just
back.
Go back and watch.
That's
But
right.
It's a girl, Nisi.
Yes.
You're here with the beautiful ladies of Island Girl Talk Season 3.
Yes, Samara.
Krista Kane.
Talia.
Samara.
Talia Alexander. Apparently Samara is not here.
No.
Already.
Yeah, he said me first.
We would have gone through our spotlight artists.
Hot mess we is.
We'd have gone through our spotlight artists. We'd have
Right.
done our topic of the day.
Yes.
We just came up a very fun and interactive
Sip and spill.
That's
And
right.
now it's time for
Let's talk trends.
where we bring the trending topics
Yes,
that's happening
I.
in
Yes.
Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean, because
The
you know we
pity
all
pum-pa-tum.
over right now. Straight to you. So in today's trending topic, unfortunately, we need to shed some light on this. Island-wide mosquito control program is about to be launched. Because if you've all been paying attention to the news, you know there has been an increase in dengue.
Yeah.
These mosquitoes ferocious. I saw an Aedes aegypti biting me. That's the black ones
Yeah.
with the
White
white spots
legs, yeah.
on my shoulders.
Oh my
One
goodness.
lash. But I don't know where he going.
Well, I hear vanilla, pure vanilla actually helps to keep them away.
Really? Okay, I have vanilla in my
Vanilla.
house.
Well, the government, in an effort to clamp down on the recent dengue outbreak, and you know when it's an outbreak,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's happening.
Serious.
The Rural Development and Local Government Ministry is stepping up its effort to eliminate mosquito breeding sites across the country. Because you know we also have a mixture of a lot of grass areas and stuff
Yes,
like
grassy
that.
areas,
And now it's
yeah.
rainy season, so you know things stinging.
Things stinging.
Things stinging.
Rainy season has come the same time all the time, and
Yeah.
okay.
In collaboration
Good
with
point.
the Community-Based Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program company, we better known as CPEP, the ministry has launched an island-wide mosquito control program. Starting next Monday, the program will be focusing on identifying and eliminating mosquito breeding grounds. You think they're gonna start with the creek?
Interesting.
Just
In a nutshell, the process will involve a comprehensive approach to cutting grass, clearing overgrown areas where it have grass and vegetations, and a lot of abandoned areas. Also, ongoing cleaning and maintenance of drains, ditches, and other water channels prone to the stagnation. But this is
When
the
they
thing.
say ongoing, what do you mean?
This is what I'm gonna say, because it is sound well nice when they do the press release.
Of course.
Yes,
And
it
it
does.
sound well nice when they had the first week where
Of
everybody
course.
come for the photo ops to play
Yes.
the papers. But
Yes.
then after that,
Yeah.
so I really hope that, and the initiative is really good, but I really hope that they stay the course of it, because it needs to be ongoing. Grass is going to continue to grow.
Right.
Water in drainage that's not taken care of is going to pile up. So it needs to be a process that is ongoing.
I mean, my thing is rainy season is coming the same time.
Of course,
Why
to
is
add
this
to
not
this, we want to encourage everyone to do their part. Examine your areas, because of course the government is not going to come into your personal space.
So, if you had like tires and these things in your backyard and you're
Collecting water.
because
Yep.
most of the times people don't pay attention to things unless it land home.
Yeah,
Mhm, very true.
It don't land in on street.
Right? This is bull face mosquito.
It might even be coming from you. It could be a neighbor.
Your neighbor.
Proximity, have a drain
Yes.
that and see about and it affecting you. So
Absolutely.
we need to be our brothers and sisters. Keep in this time, right?
Yes, I.
100%.
Moving on to another topic. Let's
Yes,
touch
I.
on online.
Online dating crimes on the rise, y'all.
No. That's
What does that mean? In Trinidad?
Well, apparently I will never do online dating in Trinidad. You're mad.
It don't make
Too
sense.
small. Too
That just
small.
don't make sense.
Especially in this country where all this crime going on, all they trusting people rather fast.
Also, real
TTPS
people are unattractive.
is saying that online dating crimes is on the rise, and they encouraging a lot of caution in these meeting ups.
Yeah.
Right? So they're saying the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service says that they have observed a disturbing, keyword, disturbing rise in crimes committed against individuals who use social media dating apps to meet new people. As a result, the TTPS has
That's so
planned
sad.
to issue a plea for citizens to exercise extreme caution when arranging, attending in-person meetings with individuals they met online. So
Yeah.
some
Come on,
serious
man.
vetting needs to be taking place.
That's
They said
so
in some of these
sad.
statements,
People looking for love and getting crime.
in the wrong
They
places.
said in some of these statements where the data collected, they show that persons use social media to commit various crimes, such
Absolutely.
as they will target victims, leading and these crimes will lead to theft, assault, and other violent acts.
Oh my
I think that's probably the reason for the
Can't
missing
even look for
persons
love in
report.
Trinidad, boy.
Because as soon as they go missing, they find them back. But I was like, wait, no, but it's like a particular type of individual, though. It's like young girls and
Yes,
stuff, too. So
yes.
I realized that, no, it had to be something to do with dating or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably that.
Because when they did the collage of everybody, like, a lot of people just look similar. So clearly there's a type
Interesting.
here.
With that again, as we mentioned, with the
But that's my
previous-
criminal mind's brain. Sorry.
With the previous topic, as much as the government and the police have their part to do, this also starts in home. In
At home.
For instance, like
Yes.
paying attention, like if you're going out to meet persons and things, you shouldn't be going alone. At least
Yeah.
let your friends them know,
Yeah.
hey,
Family.
are going out and
Yeah.
meet so and so. So if something happens to you, they at least have a point of reference or
Yeah.
contact of what is taking place. As big as I am, if I'm leaving home, I live on my own,
Right.
and I would still let my sister, or my mom, or somebody know what's
Right.
going on.
Exactly
You all
where
need to
you're
have
going.
a crystal. Crystal had my back, man.
Right?
You know? So
We
you
don't
need to
play
kind of
that.
Be accountable and also have some level of discernment.
Something.
Vet
Can I just
things.
say it's
Absolutely.
very interesting because I grew up in the 80s where that's the dawn of the internet.
Right.
And when you meet people on the internet, they tend to stay on the internet. Like something about you had a healthy fear of me. You know this person from no way. So if I don't know you, you're not in my real life.
Right.
you are my internet friend.
Yes.
You're going to stay on the internet.
You had to come real good.
Yeah. Like,
Gotta come real good.
There's a thing of, okay, then your video chat.
Right.
You know, or
You build a
there's
level
a
of-
building.
You
You know?
meet somebody, exchange numbers, and okay, meet me.
Yeah, in person. I may know you. I never see your face. I don't know nothing
How
about
MX
you.
so quiet?
No, well, this is the part here which remind me of home back in the days.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to the you know, intelligent ladies while they're having a conversation, and I'm just soaking it in because, you know, I'm off the market, right? And everything.
True.
Even though I don't have the problem, there still is a problem.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm just listening because, you know, it's nice to take in things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do one quick one again?
Yeah, sure. Let me open up the.
Now, let's remind the people about human trafficking
It's
in
a
this country.
serious thing.
Real people are missing.
It is $1 billion.
It's ridiculous.
No, but see, it shows us that we have to work on our emotions because we're so emotionally driven. So you there, you don't know this individual, but you believe that you know them.
Yes,
And
you
therefore
build
you're
a
going on a whim.
story. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
All right. Nisi, you ready?
Yeah. And our last topic.
What was that, tech team?
And
Oh,
Carter
shucks.
release. That's a big one we should do. Yes.
In breaking news. In breaking news.
They released the T-shirt.
Cartel. It's alleged.
I'm not reading it from an official document.
Yes.
So it is alleged you're not going at her Ian Allen thing in
Oh, dear God.
Vibes Cartel has been released.
Yes, and you're looking rather thick.
Healthy.
Thickums.
Thickums.
We don't have more on this as it has now happened.
It's just
but you
happened.
can stay tuned to social media for more info on that. And now back to our next topic. Because you know we want
Trending
to give you all,
topic.
we want to give you all the information. I know a lot of times when we come and we talk trends, it's really, really good thing, but sometimes we just need to educate and inform as well. So the CTU urges public again to the safeguard children from human trafficking. It's so weird saying these things
It is.
in Trinidad.
It is.
Like it used to just seem so far.
Well, we are a hub for crime.
These things, we are uniquely positioned for so much.
Continues to observe World Day Against Trafficking in Persons. Today,
Yes, there's a
today.
call for urgent action to protect our children.
Who make up 60% of the trafficking. 60% is a lot.
It is a lot.
Wait, there's a
60% of
World Day
trafficking
for this
victims.
now?
Yeah.
There's a World Day for this now?
Have you guys observed how many people are missing? How many times the TTPS shows
And Hunters
missing people?
Association.
It's insane to me. Go ahead, niece. Sorry about that.
The call goes with this year's team, Leave No Child Behind in the fight against human trafficking, and it's being underscored by the country's counter-trafficking unit. According to the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Wayne Meister, who has partnered with the CTU, children are among the most vulnerable to trafficking, and it's our collective responsibility to protect and safeguard their future.
Absolutely.
This is really, really
Guys,
disturbing.
be vigilant with your kids, please. You know,
Your
I
children,
cannot
you
see a
have to.
child walking in the street alone.
I
I can't stand it.
I don't
You know
care
what
if
that
the
remind me
parents
of?
are with the children. I still, because a lot of parents, and I work in the mall from time to time, and I would look at those parents walk so far ahead and their children are trailing behind, and it takes them a while to look back for that child. If me, I know them from nowhere, but my eye is on that child. Because I am just thinking, what if, and I just keep thinking, how crazy are you? There's one thing to have, like, to encourage independence for your children and stuff, but there's a thing to be mindful of as well. Like, but then I am aware, just from TikTok and the socials, that there are a lot of parents that don't believe these things exist
until it hits home.
They do not believe it exists.
I want to give you all a story time. So 2 weeks ago, you know, I was at my usual haunt. It's not haunt. My usual Lyman spot. Roots Yard.
Yes.
And I see this cute little girl of Indian descent in her cute little pink dress, you know, her ponytail looking so nice. And she is walking out of the compound onto the boardwalk. Total pitch black darkness. And I'm looking left, I'm looking right. I see no parent following. I said, come. I said, where's your mommy? She's over there. I said, show me where your mommy is.
Yeah.
This child, you see how big Rusiad is. They just moved to a new location. This child walks me from where I was to the front entrance, all the way to the back to the other side of Rusiad, where the mother is sitting down in the eating area with her friends or whatever. Totally out of the line of sight of the mother. Listen, the blood rushed to my brain. I said, "Hi, I'm Crystal. This your kid?" She's like, "Yes." I said, "You know where I just found her?" She's like, "Well, she was right over there." She was not right over there, ma'am. She was at the entrance, walking into the darkness onto the boardwalk where the sea and the water and creeps are.
And then they will be crying and saying, I don't know what happened.
She's like, "Oh my gosh, but I told you not to go nowhere." No, ma'am, that's a child. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Children are naturally inclined to explore, right? Yeah. You have to keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
When I tell you, right?
No, but that actually brings me to my point. Honestly, okay, so we know parents have to do their jobs, but we know some not doing it, right? We need to be our brother's keeper.
Yes.
Please, it takes a village to raise a child. Do not wait till somebody says it. I mean, I'm saying it now, but be aware of the people in your community. Have each other back. Do it for the young ones.
Yeah.
And when all else, not when all else fails at all. Pray for all children.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your prayer where you can't touch, God can.
Yeah.
Pray for cover your children in prayer, cover the community, cover the land.
Yeah.
And also be obedient too, because sometimes we're doing stuff too, right?
Yeah.
But again, be physically at least, be your brother's keeper. You like how you saw that child?
Yeah.
You didn't have to, but you did the right thing.
See a child walking alone, even when I'm driving past and I see a kid going home from school and I feel like, okay, they're looking kind of young to be walking home alone. I'm like, "Hey, where you living?" And they're giving me all the information. So imagine if I was a pervert or a kidnapper, and I'm just living right there. Okay, I will follow you. Or if I can't follow them, I put a child in my car, like, "Show me where you living," and drop them to the house. Because I'm like, how parents could do this? Like, I couldn't do it.
Generation, because how
they
I would have grown up and the community aspect and family aspect, like now, with like let me talk the things, meaning young people having children and they're still children themselves. So it's not just about getting pregnant and pushing
a
out a
5-year-old walking home from school is madness to me.
And not in a group either.
Not in a group.
And the thing is, like, I think a lot of parents think they are growing their children up in a time when they grew up.
Yeah.
And that is not the case.
That's not the case.
And I will go a step further, and I know this is taking us in that direction. We're not going in that direction. But I had to bring in the race card here. I only see brown and black people doing that. Right? In this country, I don't see any other races really doing that. It's always our little brown and black children walking home alone, young, that have no business being unsupervised. That it does something. I can't deal with
Teaching them to travel.
I actually think,
because mommy and daddy working so hard, so they can't, take
I think it has a lot to do with our technical time, because when you look at it, most
Work
people
had
don't
to
want to
wait
face their children.
Work had to wait
Not
until
everybody,
I drop my child home.
But because
or
we're in a
school.
technical, era, it's easy to just get the child the tablet to self-soothe. And they don't understand how that trickling into every aspect, even the most dangerous, when you're supposed to be keeping your eyes on your child.
Yes.
Because it becomes like, okay, you know what? I'm not feeling to do this.
That is exactly it.
And children, very smart, they will pick up on it and realize that, you know what? Them don't really want me to think, They won't say nothing, but
they pick up on it, they're sponges.
Wise. So parents, we need to do better.
We need to do
better.
Because training the children also to be walking, and you give them a phone for safety or whatever, and they walking on the street like this.
Like that.
Yeah. On a way,
listen,
totally
I can't take it. When I saw that little girl and she was so cute and vulnerable, and I'm like, and yes, you have a little soft because it's a girl child.
Yeah.
But I feel
there are pedophiles out there.
No, you did the right thing.
Our boys.
For not just minding your business, but minding, being alert. Because even when you said that, what came up, I remember some years ago, it had a situation in Point 14 with the childless
Oh,
pass
yes.
going and
In the river.
and it ended bad. It ended
Right.
really bad.
Yes.
Correct.
And so many people saw the
Yeah.
child, and nobody intervened.
How do you
nobody did
see
anything.
a toddler?
intervened.
Yeah, I can't.
And it's
I
a
can't.
toddler. It's not to say like it's a 7 or 9-year-old. You say, okay, well, they're going fishing or whatever.
So I think we, as well, as much as we want to call out parents and stuff, if you are in a space to see something, hear something, do something, even if you have to be the bad guy in that moment.
Yes. Yes.
Do something.
Yeah.
Because you're just saving somebody's life.
Yeah.
And when you hold people accountable,
Yes.
and they realize that eyes are on them, it kind of puts them in a space
They had
where
a buck up.
shape up.
They had a buck up.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's a
really,
deep
we
one.
need to go back to the mentality. It takes a village. And that same mother,
But carefully,
right?
village too.
Every fiber of my being wanted to be facetious and be like, what kind of a mother are you that you will let this beautiful child, like 1 meter out of your sight,
Yeah.
you know? But at the same time, I was like, just do better.
What-
I
what
literally
about-
told her that.
What about
Do
sending
better.
your kids to events and you're not even there?
No.
Right, that's the next thing too.
That is
Right,
That
at
could
least
happen
one
at
parent need to be
17.
present.
17.
Yeah. You know.
17?
I don't know,
We will
boy.
start to talk about big people
Mobilizing,
saying,
yeah.
SCX, going out on your own,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. 17. That's the age.
Because I mean,
Before that, your kid, your child, you're my child, nothing's happening until then.
What is that event that when the children go in Tobago and the amount of 50... Which one?
I see.
No, it's the next one.
Man,
Oh,
show it
Island
to me, yes.
Crashers, I see.
Island
Right.
Crashers.
So, I mean, the amount of 15-year-olds and the parents were shopping for these children to go across. And the age group, I think, was like between 14 and 17, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the
And,
big though.
I mean, one thing is it was also thrown by people just outside of that age group, so still fairly young.
Yeah.
But what's
Yeah.
the legal age of drinking in the country?
Girl, I don't even know.
To me,
I couldn't
it's
tell
be
you.
18.
I'm thinking it's
18,
18,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
But this is an event sponsored by alcohol brands and stuff like that. And I'm like, we know these children and hitting 18. So
I know
how
a lot
do
of
you
kids
not
that
even
went to it.
have mocktails or something? Yeah, you want to give them the experience. But why isn't it not mocktails? Why is it not like the copy of
Them
it?
kids
but
don't
with
want
all
no
the-
mocktails.
I mean, them children drinking.
But let me-
And parents are not there's a parent section, and then most of these children go in by themselves. And
Now,
I'm like,
I can't sit here and be a hypocrite.
Okay,
I had the full trust of my father at the age of 15. I
Same.
was going base, I was going coconuts, I was going all these things. And mainly because my parents trusted me.
Yeah.
Right? And the worst thing in life for me was to disappoint my parents. So I was always the responsible one.
Same.
But
Same.
that's just my
I wasn't
unique
sheltered.
experience. So perhaps these parents thought that the children or 15-year-olds could handle it because
Yeah.
at 15 I wasn't doing the most, but I wasn't restricted.
Yeah.
You know, but that's Tobago, dog.
Yeah.
I know my father for sure
know
wasn't
their
sending me
children.
Tobago by myself.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just
We just need to do better, please. We
do
need to-
better for your kids,
Yeah.
right? Do better for your children.
Cool.
People are stealing your children out
Yeah, they're
there
going missing.
and using
die
them for
away.
God knows
Nah.
what,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Whether it's sex trafficking, whether it's for their organs, you just don't know.
Some people
Try
just
your
Protect
best
them,
for
yeah.
me,
Yeah.
please. We went over with this. We usually don't go this
True.
long on
With
trend,
sorry, yeah.
but these are pertinent topics.
yeah,
All right, Nisi,
Yeah.
you ready?
And with that,
We wrap. Let's talk trends. MX just looking surprised all around. Right? We'll be back with more show. We're about to end this show.
Yes.
Keep it locked. We appreciate y'all who are still here with us. Don't go nowhere.
Don't go
What are you
anywhere.
going? Cool on yourself.
go in.
Go to commercial.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
world! Yes, let's explore it! Wow, it's made with real salmon! Look what I found. Party mixed cat snacks. There's the delicious taste of the tuna we love! Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Friskies, always more to explore.
Attention all parents, get ready to make this Java one your kids will never forget with La Jolla Tropicamp for children ages 5 to 12. For over 30 years, La Jolla Tropicamp has been the highlight of Java, offering a wide range of activities to keep your little ones engaged and entertained. From football to cricket, swimming to arts and crafts, there's something for every child to enjoy. Registration opens mid-June, so mark your calendars. Don't miss out on the chance to secure your child's spot in this unforgettable Java adventure. We know how busy parents can be, so we offer early drop-off and late pickup options for your convenience. No need to stress. We've got you covered. And what's Java without exciting field trips? Each week, our campers embark on thrilling adventures to local attractions, parks, and more. Conveniently located at the La Jolla Sporting Complex area with easy access to all major modes of transport. Getting to and from La Jolla Tropicamp is a breeze for parents. Plus, our experienced and fun counseling, a safe and inclusive environment. Spots fill up fast, so secure your space when registration opens. Call 225-4375, extension 5318 today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Bada bam bam, bada bam bam, bada bam bam, bada 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 idea. Baby, yeah. Hey, the girl African dancer. Me love how you dance it. Me say you make me go ginger. Me wanna know what you're asking. Asking little African dancer. Me love how you dance it. Me say you make me go ginger. Me want to know what you're asking. You're asking, well let me know. Remember that one time you bought me in the party.
And welcome back to Island Girl Talk. My name is Thalia Alexander.
Samara Lalo.
And I'm Crystal Kane.
And we have none other than MX Prime.
In the house.
We had our Real Park program, guys.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we catch up. We had the topic of the day. You know, so hope guys, I hope that you really learned a lot from that because we had a lot to give. For those who missed it, go back and get information.
Go back.
All right.
We spotlighted MX.
Rewind and come back. Then, you know, we obviously had the sip and spill segment as well. We had some really nice, fun banter in between all of us, you know, our opinions and all of that. We went through
Let's Talk Trends.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than
the Empowerment Minute. Woosa.
Okay,
Now, of course, we're gonna
put MX Prime.
Absolutely.
We never brief our guests.
We doing it.
It's tradition.
All right. So we have before you
the Empowerment Minute. Woosa. All right.
Ah, boy, I tell you.
That was a very manly woosa. We like it.
But we're going to take it. All right? So this quote is by Paul Boos, right? Now, I had something else in mind, but I'm going with God. It says, forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future. From Paul Boos. Forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future. Now, sadly, a lot of persons, whether it be in relationships, whether it be in business or whatever, their blockage is unforgiveness, grudges. They have severed certain bridges that were meant to propel them into their future. You have to heal. Seek healing from God. Seek healing through other means that He gives to you, whether it be counsel, therapy, you know, there's pastors, whatever else. Deal with the traumas, deal with the deep-rooted issues. Face your fears. Because unforgiveness don't let anything stop you from the beautiful future that God wants to give you. Become whole, be free, I pray freedom for each one of you, because I think this is why the Lord put it on my heart. Forgiveness really crippling a lot of people, and I go back to the topic of discussion. Sometimes men going through so much that one of the hardest persons to forgive is themselves. So I look at you right now and I say, release yourself from that bondage. Release yourself. You could do it. Believe for yourself. Yes, all of us fail. We're all human beings, but God is cheering you on. Face the things that you need help in, and He will help you go forward, because you deserve to see the beauty of this life that God has in store for you. So be free, forgive, and go forward into the future that awaits you.
Well said, Towns. I don't know if there's any more to say.
Nothing to say
to that.
No more to say.
Come on, man.
You covered everything.
Yes.
You covered the blanket. You covered the whole thing. Telling me, and it's cold in here.
Glory to God.
You have to warm up the whole segment to that. Yes. Telling me.
Well, to God be the glory with that. So that was
the Empowerment Minute. Woosa.
Hold your peace. Hold your peace.
Hold your peace. Hold it right
I love it.
Don't let nobody steal it.
So Island Girl, Crystal, we give it to
guys,
you,
we want to thank you once more. We are always happy when you guys join us. We're grateful for the ones who always stay right till the end. We do appreciate you. We, of course, want to thank MX Prime. Big up you, sir. Big up you, sir, for coming and just sharing of your energy, your vibe, your magic, and just sitting and being with us. The wisdom, the gems, the jewels, all that jazz.
It was nice.
Yeah. Oh, God, you enjoy being on the show?
You telling me?
Tell the people what you tell us.
Tell the people what you tell us.
Yes.
Well, it was nice spending this amount of time. You know, it reminded me of being back home, right? And I didn't feel to go in my bed or nothing like that. Oh, God, them woman and them talking too much. Hey, no, it was real
and
nice.
You didn't
it was
feel to what? You
I didn't feel to blind myself.
He
right?
said, this is the first time in a long time I sit down with a group of women and I didn't feel to joke out my eye.
Don't quote me on that. I want the women's league and them come after me at all. I love the women.
When I tell you, that is the biggest compliment. Thank you so much. The ultimate compliment.
From the ultimate beauties.
Wow.
But again, thank you so much. We do appreciate you. Guys, of course, you know we love doing this show. We love connecting with y'all. We like having this space where women could just come and voice their opinion. And also the men as well who are quite vocal on this show.
Oh, yes.
Look out for us next week, Wednesday, right here. Right on our radio.fm. 6 p.m. We will be back with another engaging episode for you guys.
And Tempo, Mondays and Wednesdays.
Reminder that we are now running on Tempo Network. Season 1 is being run as reruns.
Yes.
Right? On a Monday at 8 p.m. and on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. So if you feel you haven't gotten your Island Girl Talk fix here, you can always go to Tempo on a Monday and on a Wednesday, 8 p.m. and you can see us there too. See how far we've grown, how far we've come.
Even the topics, because we always have good topics.
You know, we always bring it with the hard-hitting topics.
You need to shut up. Them always shoving me. What I do them?
It's love. We love
Guys, thank you once more. You all ready?
Yes.
Island Girl Talk, where women are free to simply be unapologetically. Keep it classy, guys.
Stay awesome.
Keep it cute.
And hold
your peace.
Much love, everybody.
Give me something,
Just have a little sign up.
I don't, you see.
Big man out the road. Give me something.
People in a pile load.
Big man out the road.
Never try live by Lucifer, go be the big man out the road. We not about to silver, we not about to no gold.
Big man out the road.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
All of these signs revealing. Don't let me waste the time. Come along for the ride. And before you know, it's up in the air. You back it up right there. Show me your love and bring that waste of mine. You're pretty like shine up in my face when you laugh at me. Your body tight, show it off for me.
Fall in our best line and give thanks for life. Yeah, and we go down like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. We have a style like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. The way she go like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. Come and we jam like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. That's the vibe, yeah. That's the vibe, come get it, yo. Hit me with the one dropping at it, go. Anywhere the girl, them a dead there, yo. We in your area, oh I. So baby, baby, come, let we live it up. Tell me when you wanna build it up. Let's get hotter, send it up. You know we like that, yeah. Cause we vibe on top. Yeah, we play every day. And we don't stop. Cause we got love to share, yeah, yeah. Oh, nah, nah. Girl, you are the one, say me ready, yo. Come here for the rum and the rendezvous. Keep it for me nice and steady, yo. And we got jam like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. We have a style like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, The way she go like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. Come let me jam like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. That's the vibe, yeah. Chérie m'baka chez Dieu, oti doudou m'baka chez Dieu. Mais comme ça pour m'faire, oh, mais comme ça pour m'faire. Chérie m'baka chez Dieu, oh oui baby m'baka chez Dieu. Mais comme ça pour m'faire, yeah, mais comme ça pour m'faire. Bend it up and take it, your big fat bumper flick it. Baby, baby, come get it. Baby, baby, come with it. Put it on the rocks and send it. While on the waist, girl, feel it. Yeah, we rollin' with the vibe. I love it when you come alive, oh. And we go down like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. We have a style like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, The way she go like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. Come and we jam like licky ticky, licky ticky, licky ticky. That's the vibe, yeah.
Yeah. All right. She wanna come to the east side. That she love behind my mind. Right. Right. That she come for the east one. That she love behind my job. Night.